To be honest, I think it's very easy for us to unify. I just think that a lot of people make their personal shit the reason why we can't come together as a whole. Like, bro, I don't care that Africans don't like you. Appreciate it, empty puppet. Appreciate it. I do not care that Africans don't like you on TikTok. That shit right there is
How you
petty.
doing? How you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Um, I think we could unify if everybody understands, like, and respects everybody's culture, history, and heritage. Like, if we could first do that, then we could easily unify.
You think that's all it takes?
Yeah, all it takes is for you to like respect each other. Oh, okay.
That's
Let me
it.
let me ask you this. Let me
Hmm.
let me ask you this, because are you one of those people who believes like the slave trade was fake?
No, no.
Okay, then I could talk to you. So we understand that, these people, we are connected to them in some sense, right? But
Hmm.
we've now become our own thing. And if people could like just respect that shit, then we could easily like come together as one.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just saying if we could just, respect each other, right? Understand each other's culture and history, right? We could
Hmm.
easily come together. But until that happens, right, you're gonna keep having people trying to divide and make things a bigger issue than it actually is.
Do you think that there's people that's trying to divide us?
Yeah, it's these it's everybody. Like you got the people who are like xenophobic as hell. Then you got the Africans who just say we had no culture or call us slave babies, and then vice versa for the Caribbeans.
Hmm.
But it's them. It's not everybody. Like you know what I'm saying? It's only
Hmm.
a certain amount of it. It's like it's not all of us. Those are the people who trying to divide us, bro.
No, I agree. I definitely think there's like people around that wants to divide us. It's definitely a certain group. I don't know if they're like paid ops or they like work for the government or what, but it's definitely people out there that want to divide us. I just think that it's so ridiculous. So, like, why can't maybe we don't agree on everything? Maybe we ain't got the same cultures and all of that. But why do we have to be divided as a nation? Like a nation, like a group of people. Why can't we just
SVP.
what you say?
Nah, the dude in the car, he said taking shots at Pan Africanism as a part of, because on my panels I say Pan Africanism is a delusion or like a man. I take shots at it because like I mean if I'm just being honest, like most people not practicing that shit.
They not. Most
I'm
people
not
are not
saying I
practicing
don't
Pan
like it. I'm just
Africanism.
saying most people not doing it. It's like it's like because I was having this discussion yesterday, right? And I had these four Pan Africans. They were so like you know they were very like zeal and like righteous for their cause. But I'm like, do you see the reality? Like most people are not like walking in the path that y'all walking. And I had a great example because then I had two people who are from the continent of Africa. They came up and immediately started arguing with each other.
Mm,
And
mm,
they were
mm.
even like, they don't do Pan Africanism in Africa. I'm like, I get that y'all believe in this shit, but is it actually reality?
Mm-mm. It's not. It's not. It's not a thing right now. And a lot of times, what they mean when they say Pan Africanism is my bad, y'all. I'm just walking around. I'm gonna add y'all. Let me add y'all. Um, the thing is that they don't practice that on a panel. A lot of times, when I think about Pan Africanism, it's basically just like them wanting Black Americans to like be for everybody. I don't see other people being for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna let other people talk though.
I
You gotta
mean,
mute yourself, Gramish, because you got a lot going on in the background. I'm gonna start with you though, but you can when you're done, you need to mute yourself because you loud. Okay, go ahead, Gramish.
Unify Black and African people around the world. What is your opposition to unifying? Um, I think the biggest opposition is socialism and propaganda that create like socialism between black people based on like where they from, or maybe even classism in between that. So it makes
Hmm.
a lot of black people like hard to understand black people like you came from a privilege like background maybe versus a dude who like came up through a like construction position from the hood or something. Same thing for refugees who move from different places and jurisdiction of the world. I think that's one. And then you got sexism, which makes it harder for I guess even companionship, like with men and women, to make it harder to be stronger, have power in people. And I feel like we still feeling like ramifications of the Jim Crow era and like systems that still been set in place where we don't control any of the finances. So at any year, they can make it that you need like 3 jobs just to keep one apartment. That's probably not even in a good area. So resources based on like finances and like understanding, like understanding who we are as a people, like understanding like who we are like as a melanated person. And I think they keep that information and that knowledge away from us, so we would never unite. And I learned that.
Okay, all right. Um, who ready to go next? The DJ, go ahead.
yeah. When will unify? When will Black and African? Can we or when we? Either
Okay,
way,
well, it's really like what would it take? What would it take to unify Black and Africans around the world?
I don't think we're going to come together as some sort of kumbaya unification. I think that these diaspora wars are more to divide us, and it's specifically within the American country because the rest of the world is not having the diaspora wars like we are. Um, People talk about Pan Africanism like it's some religion or some sort of, it's just literally acknowledging your history and your ancestry. Because when you push this issue, it's always people like, well, we're not related to you. And then it becomes that they're indigenous. The FBA movement, the diaspora wars are a right wing operation to try and separate black people to get them to be anti immigrant. Because what unified us wasn't some kumbaya shit. It's that worldwide we're all victims of white supremacy. Black people in America from slavery, Jim Crow, etc., Africa from colonialism. There's still global racism going on. And this infighting between black people is literally just TikTok nonsense. Because in my church, we got black people, we got immigrants, we got all sorts of people, and there's no diaspora wars. This shit is brand new to the internet, and that's the right wing influence trying to get black people who tend to be Republicans. FBA's always tend to be Republicans for some strange reason to fight against everybody else, and it's mainly against immigrants.
I'm gonna have to push back on you a little bit because FBA is very new, but y'all not Pan African. Y'all not Pan African on the continent. Y'all don't ride with each other on the company. On the continent, is that what you saying?
No,
You telling
nobody
me
said they
that ain't
did.
fighting?
Pan
You
Africanism is literally in America. It's literally just acknowledging your African ancestry. Pan Africanism on the continent, that's fighting colonialism. It takes a different definition over there.
But I don't know. But wait.
Pan
But
Africanism
wait.
has
Hold
always
up. Hold up. Hold up. So you're saying that the diaspora wars comes from FBA. Is that what you're saying?
Comes from the internet, yes.
I don't believe. I think that shit came way before we
So
got
then
on the internet
where's
and
the
started talking
where's
about.
anybody seen this before? Where's the examples then?
I mean,
Give a
the
historical
the
example and prove me
the
wrong. I
the
wish you
the
would.
the thing is, when you look at oh, okay, Pan Africanism, it 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 it's from the continent to diaspora, you know, and it's all about fighting against white supremacy and the colonial masters that still kind of control the resources, right? That being said, when it comes to unification, I can unify people want to unify with me. At the end of the day, we should be talking about, I'm gonna unify with people over freeing resources for the Congo. In America, we should be mirroring what the DSA is doing right now, the Democratic Party. We should be mirroring with that in our communities, meaning getting political positions like the city council, like the district attorney, and things like that. The DSA is taking over, and I'm loving it. And I think if we need to take a socialistic approach to our politics that suits us in this country.
I I guess. I mean, I live in Wisconsin. I support Hong
Hey,
for
can somebody
governor,
else talk? Like,
but the DSA ain't taking over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the new panel. Who's the new panel?
it's me, Barry Bonds,
Um.
and friends.
I didn't get a chance to speak, but
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
Adoba.
Yeah.
Adoba.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, for me, as far as Africans and Black people, it's holding our leadership accountable. Like looking at the leadership structure in Africa, I'm just going to specifically speak about Africa. If Wati people needed slaves today, some of our leaders would sell it to them. Nobody.
Damn.
Yeah, no, for real. Like a Paul Biya in Cameroon, the people that's been there for 43 years. So France is trying to include Nigeria and Ghana into their structure. So they're creating a new currency called the ECHO. And Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, was at the press conference when Alassane Ouattara, the president of Cote d'Ivoire, was announcing the new currency. That's going to be printed in France. So now, not only all the French countries that already sold their soul to France are joining, but Tinubu is selling Nigeria to France, and the Ghana guy is also selling. It's all for sale. Whatever you need in Africa, they'll sell it to you. And the
Nice.
population is willing to watch this happen and not do anything. And I think this is not going to come with peace. What's happening in Burkina Faso came through a coup d'etat. And I believe this is going to be the only way. We have to get up and fight, unfortunately. I mean, us Africans, and also hold that leadership accountable to not do what we don't want, which they don't care. And I really think this is what happened during slavery. It's still happening to this day in a different form with different needs from the European. But whatever they need out of Africa, they're still getting. So that's my take. Thank you.
Okay. So you think that we need to put all these leaders that's selling us out?
We're gonna have to. Some people are gonna have to be willing to unalive to stop it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of how I feel. Can I get a broom?
Y'all
Broom.
better
Thank
get some
you.
money.
I think that's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna have to come to that nation. It's no longer we can be scared to say, well, do you know what happened to our leaders when they did this in the past? When they tried to do this in the past? Thank you. We can't live by that.
You think the
Otherwise, we're
European
gonna.
powers wouldn't be delighted to have military action going on in Africa?
I
Well,
mean, they
That's
will
what
be
they want. They
delighted, but
make
this is
money
but
off
this
that
is the
shit.
thing. But this
And
is the
China's still
thing.
going to buy
And you
up all
gotta
Africa
wait,
anyway.
wait,
this dude
wait,
talk too
wait.
much.
But this is the thing.
Maybe you don't
Yeah,
talk
you gotta.
enough.
No,
You've been
no,
talking.
you are kind of
stop,
interrupting
stop.
me because I'm literally trying to talk and like you're like ignoring me and talking over me.
I'm just responding to
Um.
Barry. He's doing the
Yo,
same
he's not
thing.
even black. This nigga white.
Okay, come on.
Actually, I am
Oh,
Blackberry, but thanks for
are you
checking.
are you black? Because
Yes,
I
I
do
am.
discriminate and you getting put out if you're not black. I'm just saying this is a black conversation. I don't know why a white person would
If
be
you
in
don't
here.
like what I'm saying, you can just kick me. You ain't got to make up
No
shit.
problem. I mean, just let me just do it because you won't stop talking either. That's why you
Thank
got it. It's
you,
not that I
thank
think you
you.
white. It's not that I think you white. It's the fact that you won't stop talking. Um, So I don't think that we can continue to live by this nation. Hold up. I don't think we can continue to live by this notion that, well, do you know what happened to our leaders after they tried to do this? Like, some of us are going to be unalive as a result, but it's like fight for your freedom or continue this that's going on, right? To me, I don't know. Maybe that's the Black American in me or what, but this shit can't continue to come on. Some of us are going to be unalive. Some of Black Americans were unalive on our way to our freedom. So, unfortunately, that's just exactly how it's going to be. But I'll let the new person come up. Who was up next?
Me?
Go ahead.
I think as long as there are certain groups out there like the FBA, which I think stands for what, Foundational Beggars of America, or
Hold up,
Foundational.
man. Okay, time out. Because I'm a Black American, and you guys are not gonna come up here and talk shit about Black Americans. There's no FBAs up here. Is there anybody on here that's FBA?
I mean,
Because if y'all gonna talk shit about FBA, then I would prefer to have somebody up here that's
I think
gonna.
we're all Black Americans, are we not?
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
Um,
I'm a Black
Time
American.
out. Like this is what I'm saying. Like y'all see me talking. I don't know why you would start talking. Um, who was going? Go ahead, Barry.
So yeah, I think certain groups that claims to be liberalist and individuals, that's the reason unity will never exist. As long as certain groups exist, like the FBAs, we will never be unified.
Okay, but tell me this. So you mean to tell me FBA is the reason why we ain't got unified? Because FBA is just new. FBA is some new shit. What happened to the years and years and years prior to FBA becoming a thing that we wasn't unified? I just think that's an excuse that y'all can like hang on to right now. That's not really a real thing. I don't think FBA is really a problem because
Well,
we
not
weren't
only
unified
FBAs.
before. We wasn't unified before FBA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's
So
certain
how is
groups out
it?
there.
But how is it? But okay, so give me another group then.
I don't know. FBA is all I know, to be honest with you.
Mm, mm. All right, go ahead. Are you done? Did you land your plane
Yeah,
or?
yeah, yeah. I'm finished.
Okay. Who next?
Yo, what's good, y'all?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I really think at this point it's just gonna be two separate worlds. It's gonna be people who are for the progression of other black people, and then it's gonna be people who doing their little own individual thing. And I think black people need to unify with like-minded people and just create the world we want to live in outside of those other people. Even when you think about coups and military takeovers, I don't think it's necessary for us to do a coup on the government. If we have our own land, we control our own water. What we need a military force for is to protect what we have. So that's
Okay.
my opinion.
Okay. So you think that it's not going to be all Africans. It's just going to be the African and Black people who have the same mindset, and then
Yeah,
we have to learn how to protect what it is that we are building.
exactly.
Okay. All right. Where you from?
I'm from North Carolina,
Oh, okay. You a Black American?
for sure.
All right. You sound like it. All right. Go ahead. Who next?
Hey, Grand Rising, everybody. Black American, been here
What's up?
forever. But I think the man from North Carolina, he made a great point. But the
Yeah.
problem is we got too many black Anglo-Saxons in our faction. So we will have to rid ourselves of those people that will infiltrate just for the other side so they can get a part of it also. And that will not happen within 100 years. The whole mind state must change from birth. It have to change from birth. It's not going to happen now. Everything is too easily influenced through the music, through the podcast, just through the talking and everything. Everything is too easily influenced. You know, evil is the good now, and good is looked at as being lies. Right? It's no facts. It's no facts no more. Right? If you tell a person the truth, instead of them going to research it to see if it is a fact, they won't, because somebody else said it wasn't true. So the mind will have to alter. It will have to be altered because our mind is of Anglo-Saxon. That's who we are now. We ain't shit but black people. We ain't shit but white people in black face. Everything we do is based upon what they did. Holidays. Everything we do, holidays, is theirs. Everything we celebrate is theirs. It's from them. Everything comes from them. We don't have anything. Motherfucker laugh at me because I celebrate Kwanzaa. Why you gonna laugh at me about that? It was something
I ain't
different.
laughing at you about
I,
that, but
I went to it and I gravitated to it, you know. But they look at us, they laugh at us because our mindset is of the Anglo-Saxon. That is our mindset. We've been around them for too long not to be like them. And then when that time came to change that consciousness, especially in the late 60s and the 70s, too many people was infiltrated. Like you said, people was unalived. Right? Every time a movement of changing of the mind for black people came, they came and unalived them because we always have infiltrators that always work for the other side. And whatever anybody is trying to do, especially for the glorification for black people, I'm with it. I'm talking about
Okay.
globally.
King, I got a question for you. Is that social
hold
media
up, time
engineering though?
out,
Oh,
time
sorry.
out. I want to make sure he landed his plane before you ask him a
Yeah,
question.
I'm fine. I'm good, Mama. I'm cool with
No,
that question.
I was going to
Okay,
ask
go
him if
ahead.
it's social media engineering or people actually betraying. This happened, the anti-African immigrant happened during the elections, right? When they were pushing that message. So would you say it's social media engineering?
Of course, social media is the devil, man. As good as it is sometimes, but this shit is the devil, man. You know, it's crazy, man. I read a book. I forgot the name of it, about these two brothers from the 30s, man, about the bourgeois, especially those. I'm from Chicago, and how everything was in Bronzeville, and how everything was as everything was changed when the migration from the slaves that came from the South that headed to the North, right? And everything started to change. The mind state was the same. We didn't do any. All we did was what we do now, being promiscuous, always talking about sports, not trying to be doctors, not trying to be lawyers. And when you were trying to be that, you was laughed at because you was different. You was trying to be different, or you was trying to be white. You know, that mindset is still with black people right now today. And we are the biggest influencers throughout this world. Everybody want to be us, but it's the same Paul Mooney said. Everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. Everybody they want our style, they want the way we talk, they want everything, but they don't want that struggle. They don't want that struggle. They gonna copy us, but they don't want that struggle. Right? But we still, no matter how much we done been through, we found a way to come through. And right now we at a crossroad because we are so many different facets. Either we Pan-African, either we FBA, either we Muslims, now we Indians. We done been everything except together. We done been everything except together, man. I don't have no problems with Africans because I know that's where my lineage is from. I'm not full African anymore because I've been in America forever. Right? But I know where we come from. And that's the only way we're gonna be able to get by. We gotta realize where we come from before we know where the fuck we going. So that's it for me, guys. I'm listening.
All right. I want to get to day what life DV8 life. What you want me to call you?
It's Deviate Life Designs. It's
Okay,
Deviate Life
DV.
Designs. Live life by design, not by default.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Thank you for allowing me to come up.
No problem.
Intriguing conversation. Me personally, once the slave owners started, having smecks with the with the black women, that started changing. Who was it? Like what they said about Malcolm. Uh, uh, shit. I'm having a brain fart. Let me just move on. Basically,
anytime you start mixing races, it comes with complications. And unfortunately, in America, there's no true bloodline no more. So, and as I know, all races come from black. I don't like using the word black, but I'll use it just for speaking
Today.
point.
Yeah.
But but in general, what I'm understanding and when my due diligence of everything is, if you don't take time to understand the rules to the game, then you will be at the bottom. You will be taken advantage of. It's like playing basketball and you're putting all point guards out. There's other positions of to be able to be played, and if you're not educated on these positions, then you're behind on how you can perform out there on the court versus just having a one track mind. And what I mean by that is, we know here's history has been taken from the people, from our lineage, and from there, like back in the day, they didn't want you to read. They didn't, and now you have people who know how to read and they don't even want to read. And this is why people put things in books, because people don't want to read them. And I believe they'll never give reparations. Reparations is in the education of private seeking out information for you to better your family, yourself, or your loved ones. And this is why I understand about government. Unfortunately, we're never going to be able to change this government unless it goes to war. And then,
Where you
a lot of things
from?
going to change. Me, I'm from Earth. Came through Minnesota. Let me do this. This maybe give you a better ideology of where I'm coming from. So basically, what I'm saying is this, man: the reparations never going to be given to the black people. Reparations is in the free education of seeking out information for you to better your life and your family. And if anyone knows, private families created America. America was never created for the colored people, indigenous people. No, it wasn't. We was already here. We already migrated over here. They swindled us out of our land. And with that being said, so the only way we can get it back is for us to repair ourselves, shadow work, repair our families, and then from there, it's private families uniting with other private families, creating a unity of private families to represent the whole. But unity as people coming together saying we're going to create a party to represent the whole, that ain't going to happen. It's too much separation. It's too much blending of the shades. And, okay, now if you want to create one solid bloodline saying we're all black or and we're all this, okay, you could do it, but for each their own. Everyone has the right to create their own ideology, nationality, whatever you want to call it. But I know this: if you want a better life, success is built in. And what I mean is that by being accountable and responsible, seeking out information on what this government is, how to operate in this government. I mean, a lot of people, and don't take this in the wrong way, but a lot of people work W-2 jobs when you have the opportunity to create, to be a creator, to deploy on the creativity of the thoughts that you imagine, of the gifts and talents that you have. But a lot of people have been taught to be average. Just be average. No, be the God you are, and everyone has divine talents and gifts that comes natural to them. And when you learn yourself, understand yourself, now you understand your gifts and your talents, so you can share that and be a steward to the world, and the world's going to be a steward back to you. And that's what I mean by understanding the system. Like it took me 42 years to get to this point to start understanding politics. I wish I would have educated a little bit more about politics and how this government started and so forth when I was younger. Now, if I was educated on this information when I was younger, I'll be in a position to operate on a higher capacity and in position to influence my younger siblings and so forth to change their ways or whatever. But the solution is in the education, man. I mean, just be honest. Everyone could create their own government. The public is not for you. The public is for commerce, to do business. That's why government was created. Your home, your land, that's your property. That's where you get to create your rules to your kingdom. And that's the solution for us to get our land, buy land, whatever that is, to create your own government. And that comes in the policy of these entities and corporations. Now, I'm gonna speed this up, wrap it up. there's a lot of, is there a lot of black men locked up, unfortunately, because of their irrational decisions of their environment when they did whatever they did. But unfortunately, this was government. That was a government plan. Take the man out of the home. Then now they have more access to the women and to the children. Now they can control more of the mass. And a lot of people are sending their kids to public school system. That's a good thing to get that basic education. But the true reparations is a self-seeking education of understanding the system. What I mean by the system is understanding politics, the left, the right, understanding what charters them, what guides them. That's the Constitution. The Constitution ain't for you. That's a fucking contract for you to be protected from government. But again, we haven't even claimed our names. A lot of people haven't even claimed their nationalities and so forth. So therefore, you got a lot of incompetent adults out here in the public wanting liberties that they're not even accountable or responsible to hold themselves. So again, if you're not responsible to hold your own estate, your own responsibility, your own accountabilities, then you're going to be at the whims of other people telling you how to do and how to conduct your business. And I'm sorry, but racism will always exist. It's never going to go away. There's always going to be one person saying, "Oh, I think I'm better than you," or so forth. So let's just stop hanging our hat on slavery and all this, and let's just apply what's been given and take the control of the authority that you have right now. And everyone have the authority to create their own government. What I mean by creating your own government is creating your own bylaws to your land. You have the right to private do business, and then you have the right to do public business. And this is where it comes into learning how to manage your estate, is to understanding how that government works in commerce, and then how you separate yourself from that public system, but still be able to operate in the system to be able to reap the rewards of what society has been created in America. This is why everyone keeps on trying to. I'll land with that.
I got a
Go ahead,
question.
King.
I got a question, bro. Cause
Yes,
it's a little echo.
it's probably my phone, King.
Yeah. I just want to
Go
say,
ahead.
people say, well, why we fighting for reparations, bro? I'm doing everything you said, creating my own lane, building businesses, building institutions in my neighborhood. But I also know the plantation that my fifth great grandmother was on. Them folks owe me money. I'm not gonna stop putting my foot on these necks for my money. That's old. But I'm also at the same time still build my community. It's not like we gotta choose one or the other. If these folks owe my ancestors some money, they ain't never gonna forget about that shit until they pay up. And at the same time, I'm also build my community at the same time. It's no different.
Power, King. That's power. That's where the solution at. I believe educating more people on that information, then we'll have the numbers to. Oh shit! My shit just
That's
died.
what I'm trying to say, dude.
Okay, while he get it together, I'm gonna let the Pike Master jump in.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is an interesting topic. I just basically was muted out, kicked out of a last live because of the same topic. And, I don't think that we'll ever be able to kind of make it work with our brethren on a different continent, because Africans have this thing, right, where they don't want to give the indigenous people of the land the credit they deserve for what they've accomplished, right? I tried to explain to bro, like, if you look at modern inventions, right, something as simple as a baby stroller to refrigerated trucks, right, that transport food, right? Both of these things that are used today were created by black people, right, from this continent. Okay, now, not to say, we all know the original, all life originated in Africa, right? But when we start talking about music, art, poetry, right, there's a lot of things, right? To be quite honest with you, American or indigenous people of this land influenced the entire world, right? And that everyone tries to emulate this culture of black people, right? And my thing is with African people, it's like they want to take away from what people here have accomplished. They don't want to acknowledge it as separate from them. So I bring up the simple, I'll say, okay, if everybody is a descendant of slaves from chattel slavery in America, how are they able to accomplish what they've accomplished in America? But you, on the still in Africa, weren't able to accomplish a fraction of these things, from medical advancements, scientific advancements, to you can. I can keep going for days, naming things that were invented by indigenous Black American people that the world enjoys to this day. Right? You can't do the same with Black people from Africa, because they haven't made those accomplishments and milestones. They just haven't reached that yet. So my thing is, we're not saying we're separate from you guys, but at the same time, for you not to acknowledge everything before you or before that, it's like it's disingenuous. It's almost like a jealousy thing. I mean, bro wouldn't even let me speak. He was more concerned about where all life originated. And I explained that to you, Africa. But that doesn't negate everything that indigenous people of this land have done. But they just want to glance over it as if it's nothing. And that's a massive problem. That's why this shit will never work between us. Because it's a jealousy.
Yeah,
There's no other way to explain it. It's a jealousy.
I think it's
Right?
more of they don't know the inventions we created. The same way you don't know the inventions they created.
Brody, this is my thing, right? This information is not hard to find, okay? Now, if you want to find the information, it's there.
Finding what African inventions is not hard to find, but you still don't know no African inventions.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to explain to you. You don't never see American people not wanting to be cordial with African people. It's always the reverse,
No, you
brother.
see that sometimes. You do
look,
see
kind
that.
Okay, yeah, but
of
most
let
of the
him finish.
time, bro, this has been going on since before I was even born. Right? You can go and look up old comedic stand-ups, and they're speaking about these issues. So I know what I'm speaking about. I'm a 43-year-old man, bro. I'm not just pulling this shit out the air. Right? I've had this conversation with multiple Africans, and they all have the same mindset. Yes, they don't know, but they, for some reason, once you're trying to inform them, they want to just disregard it and go with what they already know and lock that in
Bro,
as truth, and
if
that's
I
not what it
bring
is.
if I brought us some African inventions, you would also disregard them, would you not?
No, I would never do something like that
Okay,
because I'm
so
not an ignorant person.
okay.
Because I'm not
So
an ignorant person, I would never disregard any type of invention. It wouldn't matter where it's created,
okay, well,
right?
since you're not ignorant, then why don't you have the discernment to understand all Africans are not the same?
I didn't say that's not what I'm saying. Did you? You must not hear what I said,
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
because the way you're taking it like I have an issue with Africans. No, I just explained Africans have an issue with us. They
Not
want to
all of them.
disregard.
Not all of them.
But
I'm
we
not speaking,
understand
and
we're
nothing's
not talking
absolute.
about
And
all
here we
of
go. And
them.
I let everyone
That's
speak,
why.
and I didn't cut nobody off. But here we go. Because when you say things that people don't like, they can't just take it and think about it and process it. They have to say something and try to do. You can't just process. There's plenty of things I hear people say that I don't like, but I'm not an ignorant person. And I know how to debate people with facts, not my feelings. Right? When you start saying things like not all, it's like the debate's not even worth having anymore. It's not worth having because that's an emotional thing to say in a logical debate. Oh, not all. What?
Saying Africans have no inventions is emotional.
Brother, you got it, bro. You
Okay,
got it.
I'm
I got better
tired.
things to do.
I'm gonna jump in because we supposed to be having a conversation, not like y'all don't interrupt each other. Just say, hey, I got a question for him. Like I want this to be a live where we have a conversation, not like it doesn't supposed to turn into that. Okay, go ahead, the truth. I want you to jump in there because I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah. All I was saying to bro was he was being emotional about the conversation. And I was just trying to point out the hypocrisy of what he was saying. That was it. And I'm a person, I'm an adult. If I'm having a conversation with somebody as an adult, it's not always one person talking for 30 minutes and another person talk. People go back and forth.
But that's not the live that I want to have. I want to have a conversation where everyone can finish their thought. We can understand what their argument is, and then whoever wants to respond can respond. You guys going back and forth on you saying something and he responded, and you bringing up something else, then you that's not a productive conversation to me because I don't. First of all, I can't hear both of y'all talking at the same time, and I want to make sure that I'm following both of you guys' points, and everyone is allowed to understand what the argument is.
Yeah.
You
When
see what
I
I'm saying?
when I did speak, it was when he had a pause, and you could clearly hear what we were saying. But to him, all my point was, if you saying Africans have no inventions, but African Americans or Black Americans have inventions, then you're not being genuine. You're being disingenuous to the conversation, because Africans have invented a lot. So to say that they don't respect our inventions and then turn around and disrespect what they've done, that's an emotional conversation. So I was just trying to point out to him is you're doing what you're saying they're doing.
All right, all right, all right. Well, Flower, I don't know what to call you because you got
You're
Flower
good.
up there.
If you want to, you can call me Kay if you remember.
Okay, go ahead, Kay. You can jump in.
I just want to say that I feel like for us to all unify, I feel like if we stop going against each other like all the time, and we just, I don't really know how to explain it the right way. I just feel like if we came together and instead of going against each other, fighting each other, doing all these things to each other, we could all come together because I don't know. It's like in the Black community, we all go against each other so much. There's so many arguments, fights, everything like that. And it's just like we're all going through it. We're all going through it. We all need to talk about stuff. Why like go against each other when y'all can sit there and have each other? We're a community for a reason. That's all.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel like we all got the same enemy, and instead of us talking about the enemy, we want to talk shit to each other. That shit is crazy. I think it's
Got
respect.
and then you got our own fighting each other, killing each other, sorry.
Oh, well, yeah,
I ain't mean to like say that because I don't want to do the live or nothing. But you got us going against each other, doing things to each other, and it's just we can't do that because that's all we have is each other. Because at the end of the day, them white people don't care about us. They're not gonna do nothing to help us. That's all we got is each other. Oh, who said that? That's so messed up.
Don't worry, don't worry, don't listen, don't look at the comments. They be trolling in the comments. Go ahead, Will.
May,
Win the Will.
may I speak?
Okay, I appreciate you, man, for having me
Yeah,
on this
hold
panel.
up, Shafi.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna get you in after he done. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
hmm Go ahead, win the.
Okay, man, I'm a very respectable brother. Um, I don't disrespect nobody from Haitian culture, Jamaican culture, or African culture. But there's something that I'm seeing, and it's not the people per se, but what the bigger picture is. I always look at the bigger picture. I don't look on the simple side of the chessboard. And what I mean is, it's just a coincidence that Jamaicans, Haitians, Africans can say that they're not black. I'm not black. I'm not black. And it was perfectly fine back in the day. Perfectly fine. But then when the people from the soil said, you know what, we delineating, we just focusing on us. We don't hate nobody. We don't disrespect nobody. We delineate. Now, once we hit that delineation period, now it's quote unquote, oh, we need unity. Well, where was the unity back in the day? Where was these topics
60 years ago. So now we want to have topics about quote unquote unity. Hold on now. Once we said we delineated. Now, Brandon, what is delineation? So these people can comprehend what delineation is. Delineation is no more than a person from Malaysia calling themselves a Malaysian in the Malaysian continent. Are they Asian descent? Okay, yes. A person that's Indonesian from the land of Egypt, Indonesia. The Philippines, they are Philippine. No. So what I'm trying to ask is, you want us to unify with y'all, and it's continuously disrespect. Now, again, we don't need you people. See, that's what y'all has failed to realize. We don't disrespect y'all. And again, I'm doing this very respectfully. We do not disrespect you people. We have never belittled you. We never mistreated you, nor the likes. But your parents did. And I know why your parents did. What I'm probably about to tell you is probably going to break your fucking heart, but it's the truth. Your parents signed an oath with the devil. That's what your parents did. And that oath with the devil was, when you came here, you must go against Black Americans. You must. This is in the contract. Now, the children, you don't get the sins from your mothers and fathers. Listen to me now when I make the statement. You do not get the sins from your mother and fathers, but you will get the consequences. You did not do none of this. You did not cause none of this. However, your family went against us, and now Black Americans are saying this. We're done. There's no amount of TikTok lives that you can put up here. There's no much money you think you're going to make, because your money's you're going to make a couple of dollars probably in the next 2 years. But after that, you're done. We don't care about nobody else no more. We're done. We're focusing on us, the real natives, the natives of intervention, the natives of building HBCUs, the natives of creating spark plugs, traffic lights, ambulances, fire departments. We are done with everybody. Everybody. So no, there is no unity. But what we can do is business. We can do business.
That's fine
We
with
can do
me.
business.
That's
We
fine.
can
That's
do
literally
no dead
it.
ass here.
That's
Hey,
it.
listen,
That's it.
Haitians, hey, we can do business, but the business will be done properly. And then later on, we seen that y'all got some real unity. Then we can talk, but it can't be no more than I say 15 years. Y'all got to learn, like the Caucasian, the Japanese got to learn. Oh, especially these South Korean mother with the K-pop and all that shit. Yeah, they ass about to get their work to be on their ass too. Everybody about to get this work. The disrespect continuously to Black America, snatching our culture, believing in us, talking down on us. These days is over. So no, there is no unity at the moment. Business, yes. Unity, absolutely not. And if you don't want that, we don't need your ass. We can go directly to the Chinese, because shit, they taking over your goddamn lands anyway. So don't think we can't just go straightly to the Chinese and just get the fuck away from their ass. So this is business. So what you gonna have to do is prove y'all motherfucking self. We done prove ourselves and we ain't got nothing else to prove no more. And with that, I land my plane. Salute the FBA.
Cause check this out, Win. Cause my thing is, if FBA is the reason why we can't unify, then how about the Caribbeans, the Africans, the South American black people? Why all the rest of the black people can't unify and just leave Black America out of it? If that's the reason why y'all can't unify, if we the problem, if Black Americans are the problem and us delineating is the problem, how about you go rally around all the other black people and y'all
Please
unify?
help me understand. Y'all could
Actually, I'm
why
laughing
you
from
hate
Jamaica. Actually, I'm in because you got the point. Actually, I'm in Jamaica right now, and I'm laughing from Jamaica.
man,
Actually,
stop spending your motherfucker.
But
Hold
why are you
on.
spending money in
You in
Jamaica
Jamaica
if you
spending
don't
your
because
money.
I
even
don't
deal with
We
these
because
people?
delineate.
okay, time out because I don't have an issue with other black people. I don't have an issue with Black Americans delineating either. Actually,
Okay, that's
did that answer your question?
okay. I personally don't have an
I
issue with
don't know about all
Hold
that.
up, because I wasn't done with when the wind
oh, okay,
blows.
no problem.
Actually, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
Go
understand what you're
ahead.
saying because Tyreek and all them, but I'll be on Tyreek and all their ass too. Hey, hold on, you talking about delineate? Why the hell your ass in Japan?
I rather vacation in a
You know what
black
I'm saying?
country than a
That
white
money could be
country. Come
spent
on
in a
now.
Black American resort.
Absolutely.
So yeah, oh, I'll be on ass. I'll put foot in the ass on everybody. Ain't no leader. This shit is a code. I ain't
Somebody said
going.
I'm
I don't
laughing from
care.
my section
Why
with
the hell? Hold on.
EBT
This is
living room.
me. Put it this way. Ain't nothing
The
wrong
money
with
I make,
going
I
out
don't
the
qualify
country.
for
I'm not
EBT.
disrespecting nobody going out the country. But right now, it's no time for us to be going out the country. Right now, we need to focus on us. Period.
Okay, so what's the next step for us? Because that's what I've been saying. What? Okay, we
What?
delineating. What's the next step for Black America? We need to start putting our money together and building our
Oh
own
no, I
institutions
can't.
and
I can't.
communities.
I ain't putting this shit on the airwaves. No, no, not yet.
So
Not yet. When
when
I
we
put
gonna
it up
start talking
there,
about it then?
okay, I'll put it to you this way. I'm gonna put it to you this way.
I'm gonna block you, the Wakanda Express. I'm gonna block you.
This what need to be done. It's called economic stability. What is economic stability? Economic stability is stop giving your wealth to everybody else and take the wealth and build community. Okay. Now, what that means is one must not hoard the money, and you must take the money. Okay, prime example. There's about 50 to 75 million Black Americans in America. I don't give a damn what these people talking about.
All right, hold on.
I know the numbers. I don't care what these people
When
talking
the
about.
wind blows, yeah, because I got two new panelists, and then the other panelists want to speak, so I want you to
Okay, let
land
them
your plane
speak.
so I
Let
can
them
get to
speak.
them. Then I
Let them
open the
speak.
panel. I'll
No,
open
let
the
them
panel.
speak. Go ahead.
All
Shit,
right, go
I ain't
ahead,
trying to hog the mic.
Flower. I got you. Go
Okay.
ahead, Flower.
May I
Hold
speak
up.
also? I was here first.
Yeah, but you've already spoken, have you not?
No, I haven't spoken yet.
Oh, okay. Go to my bad. My bad. Go
No
ahead, Flower.
problem. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for having this talk. First of all, I want to say I'm an immigrant. I'm not black, but I have, in the country I come from, we don't have any racism there.
Hold up,
You're going to understand that.
And what's that
time out.
country?
No,
What's
please,
that
please let
country?
me,
Hold up,
please,
Win. Hold up, Win, because we gotta have a conversation with him.
yes,
So if
sure.
you're not black, then
No.
what you doing on the panel?
Well, because I have a lot of
Damn.
interest in equality. I have
Well,
interest in
because this is
equality
a
for all
black
people.
conversation. So what's your
Yes,
race? What's your race?
I'm from Middle East.
And
And
what
you
part,
are
bruh?
a
What,
I'm
bruh?
Arab.
What
from
part?
Iran.
I
I'm
know
from Iran.
geopolitics. What part you from?
There's I have many friends from Ghana, from
No,
Ivory
Man,
Coast.
sir.
where
Hold
are
up.
you from,
I
Hold
bruh?
am
up,
interested in
Win.
equality, my
Hold
friend.
up, Win. I don't care about your equality. This is a black conversation, so I'm trying to figure out
Yes,
why
I'm
you
going to
here.
talk about black conversation. I'm going to talk about it.
No, you're
With all
not
due
I'm
black
going to
respect,
talk
though.
you
about
let's
it,
not sit
please.
here and act like Arabs aren't even more racist. Like, I'm so sorry. What?
No, no,
Right,
How,
right, right.
what
That's
are
what
we
I'm
well,
talking
please
saying.
about?
let me
What?
Like
speak.
Arabs
No,
are like racist as fuck. Like
no,
y'all literally have
no,
a slave trade going on
no.
right now in Libya. Go to hell. Go ahead,
That blew my
Flower. You
mind.
got it.
Um,
Hey,
You got it.
salute for
okay.
that host.
What you talk?
Musipien de Gokba.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna disconnect
Man,
you.
what
You
the
can't even
fuck
stay
is
off
that,
mute.
man?
And I'm gonna
Okay.
block you in the comments because now I know you're not black for real. I had suspicions that you wasn't black, but now I know for sure. Go ahead, Flower. You got it.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hope everyone is well. Um, I hear
All
what the
praises
FBA
to the Most High.
I hear what the, FBAs are saying about delineating, and that's, you guys have that's your objective. If that's what you want to do, then, you have free will. Go ahead and do that. And I understand from their point of view of how the maltreatment of Black people within America and within certain African people, right? I also do acknowledge that there has been African people that have been pushing for um, Black people for quite some time, right? Um, Unifying when it
Who?
comes to this, pardon?
Go ahead. Hold up.
Wait, can
No,
I?
go
Who?
ahead, Flower.
Wait, sir. When you were talking, I didn't interrupt you.
Yes, ma'am. I
Um,
Yeah, when?
apologize.
Hold
Go
up.
ahead.
When? Let
You
her
got it.
speak. Let her finish. Go ahead.
when it comes to unifying, first of all, when we talk about Black and African problems, we have to acknowledge the social construct and the normalities within both environments, right? So when we look at Africa, they don't necessarily have race as a thing because race is a social construct built on Western ideologies and colonial takeover. Um, but they have more so issues of tribalism, right? And so what has been broadcasted to African people about Black people over there is completely different to what is happening in America, right? Because I grew up around a lot of Black Americans where they are very successful, where they're very educated and they are thriving, right? Um, and when it comes to African people, I've also met with these type of people also, right? So I do acknowledge what the maltreatment that Black people go through, but I also have to acknowledge that African people were also discriminated. Even me growing up in New York City, because I was African, of the lots of disrespect that I got for no reason, uncalled for, right? So we have to acknowledge all sides. There is hurts on both parties, but this push is literally the same thing as this is literally America doing its big one, where they do this thing where they divide and conquer. And so dividing people to the more division you have, the more the white people win. I'm not saying all of us are going to unify. That is not like, let's be so real. Not everyone's going to unify. Not everyone has the same view of the world that, maybe some of us have, right? And so when it comes to unifying people, I think there should be a lot of like discussions, right? Acknowledging the maltreatment of Black people. That needs to be discussed and that needs to be acknowledged, right? But we also need to acknowledge the maltreatment of African people by Black people too, because Black people are not innocent in everything that has happened, right? There are both parties that have hurt each other, and because of that, it caused a lot of distaste for each other, right? Also, a lot of Africans, when they do come to America, the information that is being pushed over there, I feel like Black Americans don't see it, right? The way Black Americans are being portrayed back home in comparison to what is actually happening is two different things. They portray Black people in a more negative light. So when they come here seeking opportunities and, building their future, they are wary because of the information, the misinformation that has been given to them, right? And so when they come here, they push that narrative out, which is completely wrong because they're supposed to learn and do better, obviously. Unifying, I think there can be a point of reconciliation. I think that it would take a lot of pride to be put at the back and a lot of acknowledgement on both parties. And I think America does a great job when it comes to divide and conquer. When they divide more people, they divide more Black people, they divide more African people, they divide Hispanics and plethora of other people. This has just been the same tool that they've used for majority of the time. They went to Africa, they put the minority on the top, they made them feel superior and made the majority feel less than. They did the same thing with Black Americans and Africans where they made Africans feel like they're superior to Black Americans when really and truly they're literally on the same boat. And so I understand if FBAs want to do their own things, that's totally fine. But racial construct we have to acknowledge is something that heavily is invested in the Western part of the world. It's not
I,
as heavy as it is on the Eastern or where Africa is. where things are more so divided up by tribes, not necessarily by skin color, if that's making any
So
sense.
wait,
So
time out, Win. I know you want to respond, Win, but I want to challenge her on something.
I'm saying land that
So wait,
motherfucker. That's a
that's
lot of
true.
shit.
Win. Let's have a conversation. Let's just have a conversation. I'm gonna let you jump in. So I guess my question for you, Flower, is that Jamaicans can. Where you? What African country are you from?
I'm from Sudan.
Okay, so Nigerians can be Nigerians.
Yes.
Ghanaians can be Ghanaians. Jamaicans can be Jamaicans. Haitians can be Haitians.
I
Why is it
understand.
that everyone else can have their sort of identity and be sent, and that be their sort of blanket identity? But
Hmm.
then when Black Americans say we want to be foundation of Black Americans, we want to be Black Americans. We want to label our specific group, not immigrants that come to America and they're Black and they born in America, they're Black Americans. We're saying that they're not a part of our group. We want to be Black Americans. Why is that divisive? But the Jamaicans can be Jamaicans, the Haitians can be Haitians, the Nigerians can be Nigerians, but that's not divisive. Why is it that
I
y'all can be divisive, but when we identify our specific group as put a name on it, why is that divisive?
I think there's a lot of misinformation. I personally think you guys should have your own category to call you guys, like own label to your own group, because I think it brings more clarity. Because there is like you have the overall term as black, but I think there should be like these are, black Americans that have been here for a while, and then these are, black people that have immigrated to America. I think there should be a distinction because these are two different history, two different culture. So I think there should be a distinction.
But that's what Black America. That's what foundation. That's what FBA, Black Foundational Black Americans. See the issue with, and I don't want to speak for them, but when I speak with them, the issue they're having is that if people come from, say, for you got a Ghanaian who's like a first generation, second generation Ghanaian,
Hmm.
he calls himself Black American, and and for us, it's like, but you're not Black American. Like that Black Americans have a specific. There are a specific group of people in America. You know that these people descend from the slave trade, whether they were already here when Christopher Columbus came or they came from Africa during the slave trade. So, like, that these people descend from the slave trade. They've been in America since post slavery and they've been here and they continue to be this group of people. That's the issue the FBA is having with like people who
Salute my
migrate here,
sister. Salute my sister.
Um,
right? So that's the issue. So
You
yeah,
do
don't
you
think we
I
agree
have
with that?
personally,
tribes? You
I
don't think we
personally
have a
think
Hold
I
up 1 second. Do you agree that 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 that's the reason why FBA is saying no, we are Black Americans. You guys are not Black Americans. Let's not call yourself Black Americans because you guys do not descend from the slave trade.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I think that brings more clarification on both parties, right? Saying, I think also with Black Americans, or just using Black as a blanket term is not beneficial because it doesn't distinguish people, especially when it comes to like government papers or whatnot or applying. I think having a distinguishing factor is relevant, whether you be from Africa and then you being, Black American. I think those are two distinguishing things that we should have because it doesn't necessarily entail these said group. Like if this is, Black Americans, then if let's just say we want statistics solely on Black Americans, right? We need solely Black Americans. You know what I mean? And I think we
But
need those
whose
distinguishing factors.
responsibility is that? Is it our responsibility to stop calling ourselves Black Americans, or is it the Nigerian who was a first and second generation? Is it their responsibility to stop calling themselves Black American?
I think partially comes from the government for looping everyone into one, because they left
But
no option.
that's okay. I can understand like for government
I
senses,
see
like
what you're saying with
the
that. I see
government.
what you're
I
saying
get
with
that.
that.
I get that. I understand that part of it. Like when you're filling out a job application,
But
it's
that's
no other
exactly
thing than
what
say
the
Black
fuck. That's
Americans, right?
exactly what they ass did.
Hold on, but listen, but this
They
is my
looped
thing
all
though.
us
Hold up,
together.
hold up, when. I understand that's an issue, right? I get that, and we can fight about that. But that doesn't negate the fact that you have Nigerian Americans, Ghanaian Americans, Jamaican Americans, Haitian Americans, saying that calling themselves Black America. Why would you identify as Black America when you know damn well that there is a specific group of Black Americans who live in America?
I think also misinformation or like definition for Black America,
No, ma'am, stop that.
wait, can I
Hold on, let her
complete my
finish, and then I'm
sentence?
gonna come to you. I'm gonna come to you, Win, and you can ask her the question. I'm gonna come to you.
Right? I think a lot of people group a terminology and they use Black American as a blanket statement. So some of them are looking at it as a racial term, Black American. So they're taking Black as a racial identity, and then they're also American, right? So some people might identify it as a race rather than a like group of people. So for them, they're saying I'm
Classification.
Black and I'm also American, right? So that's how they may be taking it. Not saying it's correct or incorrect. I'm just saying this is may be the way that they're taking it.
But you do
Can I answer
understand
it
that
on a
they
philosophical?
interfered.
Can I answer it on a
Yeah,
philosophical level,
go ahead,
please?
Win, because we got people up
Okay,
here I want to
appreciate
get
it.
to. Go
Let me let
ahead.
me let me say
And
I'm
something real
gonna
quick,
answer it
Win.
on a
hold up,
Go
philosophical
Rip
ahead,
level,
Money.
Win.
I'm
sir.
gonna
I'm
come
gonna
to him.
answer
I'm gonna
it
come to
on a
you right after
philosophical
him.
level. The Hispanic class, African class, because I want to bring all of them in there because they all go to our HBCUs and the lights. You
Mm-hmm.
get trinkets, you get scholarships, you get SBA loans. It's not just because it's quote unquote of quote unquote saying you Black. No, you get something from it.
What are you talking about?
Are
What?
you
He's
talking about
talking
like
Oh my
about
God.
benefits
no,
Well,
like
okay,
from?
he's
prime
saying. Now
example.
listen,
Okay, prime example.
yeah,
Prime
he's
example.
saying, yeah.
Make it
Okay,
make
so
sense.
where is it about the Indian dude? Hold on now. Everybody's seen it. I know you've seen it. About the Indian dude that said, hey, I want to get into medical school. So I shaved my hair and I said I was a Black American and I got into medical school.
I didn't see that. I'll
Come
be
on,
completely
bruh.
honest.
I don't think
That's
that
a
confirms
fact,
that.
bruh. Come on, man.
I'll be
Y'all
honest.
see the
But I'm
I
being.
think
incompetence
that's a little bit. I think it's
baffles
a little
me.
true. I think it's a little truth to that. I mean,
The incompetence
you
baffles
got
me.
Nigerians,
That was an
Americans.
Indian
You got
man.
hold up, time out, time out, time
That
out.
was on
I
Experience.
understand that that's
CNN.
Experience
the
though. Let me say
time out,
experience.
time
Every
out. Everybody, time out. Like y'all, come on, y'all. Y'all know damn well. Y'all know exactly what he's talking about. It's Nigerians and Ghanaians getting fucking Martin Luther King scholarships. Come on now, y'all know
Come on,
exactly what the
talk to
fuck.
him, baby. Talk
Okay,
to
but
him,
I
Talk to
have
baby.
a
Talk
Host,
to
question
him.
for you
can
because you
I've been
seem to
honest
have
this
a
whole time.
wait. I'm so
time
sorry.
out. Just do not just start talking because you want to talk. We have an order. Now, when I want you to land your plane because I want to
Yeah,
go
no,
to
no,
the
I'll land it,
other
baby.
panel.
I'll
Okay,
land it.
go
I'm
ahead.
done, baby. I'm done.
Go ahead, Rip Money, and then I'm gonna come to water.
This is why I think the FBA delineation stuff is divisive, and this is why it's really counterproductive because you made a few points about Ghanaians being Ghanaians, Nigerians being Nigerians, but they all Africans, right? Just like if you from Harlem, I'm from Compton, you from Atlanta, we still Black Americans. So we have our tribes and our breakdowns just like they had their breakdowns. That's one. We do have our separation here and there. We have our tribal stuff going on, and Atlanta's different than LA. LA's different than the boroughs of New York. So you do have a breakdown that y'all don't like to mention. This is why I think the delineation stuff is a little bit counterproductive. Because to me, you got YT and non-YT. All the other classifications and all the other
You were sweet. I'm
win,
about to cook you, but go ahead, finish.
bro. I let you
Bro,
talk.
I'm
See you
about to
talk,
cook
family,
you,
family, family.
broski.
Look,
Go ahead.
bro,
No,
look.
finish.
I'm a whole grown man,
You
bro.
just
Don't
put
do
a
that.
dagger in yourself.
Don't
You
do that.
know,
Hold
Don't do
up,
that.
finish.
Win. Let
Can
him
you let
No,
him
no,
land.
no.
Let
You
finish?
him
Don't do
Like
that,
finish.
land.
bro.
Jesus,
I want
we
you to
waiting.
finish.
Like let him finish.
But
Come
you
on,
Okay,
little
time
literally,
honest. Look,
out.
bro. Come
Yeah,
I
on,
do
yeah,
law,
come
sir.
on,
yeah,
bro. We know you
yeah. I'm
soft. We
gonna.
know you
Okay,
got shit
time
I
in
do
you.
out.
law. I got
Time
you, sir.
out.
Go ahead, sir. Go no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Time
Go ahead.
out. Time
Go
out.
ahead. No,
Time
no, go
out.
ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Time out. Win. Come on now. Let's have a conversation. Let him
No,
finish, and you
I
know I'm gonna give you
apologize.
the
But sir,
flow. I'm
go
gonna give
ahead.
you
No,
the
because I'm gonna
flow
cook your boots,
to
sir. Go ahead.
respond.
You just put a
Come on,
dagger in
y'all.
yourself.
Come
Go ahead.
on, Win. Come on, Win.
No, let him
Come
let him
on.
go.
No,
I
I
ain't trying
want
to
you to go.
compete
I
and
want you
fight.
to finish because I don't
Come
want
on.
it to turn into an insult type of thing. I want us to have a
No, I hear you.
conversation,
I hear
not
you.
no insult back and forth.
No,
Just go ahead.
no, I hear you. That's what I thought this was. But in the end, I'm about my people.
So that's why I say it's non YT and YT. All these other classifications and breakdowns, like Rose said, you can. A lot of people have done wrong. A lot of people have done right. But I think when y'all FBAs kind of do this FBA thing, I don't see how that sectionality, unless y'all get into politics and running for office and have a banner FBA, and it's a political group. Other than that, it seems very misguided energy.
Well, just give us an example. Hey, how you doing? Give us an example because you keep saying you keep
Rent
using the
money.
adjective. Wait,
How's
wait,
it
wait,
how's it
wait,
misguided?
wait. Time out. You said that it was divisive. I want to give you. I want you to give me an example of how it's been divisive, and then you say it's counterproductive, and I want
Yes.
you to give me an
How,
example
how,
of it
See,
being
that's all.
how
counterproductive.
most
Thank you.
FBAs, how
That's
you
where I
attack
was trying to
how
come
they
at.
attack the
That's where
immigrant.
I was trying to
Time
Hold
come
on,
at.
hold on,
Oh
let me
out.
my
Time
explain this.
God.
out.
Social
How
cues.
they attack the
I
immigrant
mean,
class
Not
you
no
over
keep
attack
coming
social
off
them.
mute.
cues. I'm just.
Time out. Time
How
out. Both, all of y'all keep coming off mute.
Nah, I
You
got a
coming off
deep
mute.
ass. I wish I could
You
change
coming
my
off
voice
mute to tell
sometimes.
him that he's coming off mute is also making the lives
No,
more.
because
It's
it's
harder for me.
tiring. It's
No,
slowing the.
because you can go though. Nobody is
No, you
forcing
keep
you
speaking about
here.
Nigerians and I'm Nigerian.
I don't care. You Nigerian girl. You still gotta
What
wait,
the
whether
fuck?
you
What you think we give
Nigerian
a
or
fuck that
not.
Okay,
you
but you keep letting
Nigerian?
him
Take your
You
interrupt
still
people.
gotta
Nigerian ass
wait.
on
You
somewhere.
still gotta
Nigerian?
wait. Go
Fuck you
ahead.
mean?
Okay, tell him not to interrupt people though.
yeah,
No,
you gotta
but
mute him
you
too
keep
though.
interrupting. I've been telling him stop interrupting, and you hear me telling him to stop interrupting. I don't need assistance from you to tell him to stop interrupting. Go ahead, RIP, mama. Mommy, money. I'm sorry. I thought they said mom, mom,
No, I'm
mama. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
Go
land real
ahead.
quick. This I'm gonna answer your question and land real quick. When you hear FBA's talk on here, it's more immigrants did this, that makes it divisive. When I say it's not a collective, it's not saying what they're gonna do to bring us closer, what they're gonna do to kind of push the fight the oppression. It's more about what everybody else is doing, what's taken from them. So that's one. If FBA is a legit group and you want to have a group that is progressive, then you kind of
When I'm gonna put you down.
we
When?
fight.
When? Stop.
I'm sorry.
Go
You have
ahead.
some
Go
bullet points.
ahead.
You have a 12-point plan, some bullet points, and actually have something you're fighting for, other than talking about what people not doing and what's been taken from you. But I'll land.
Okay, so I gotta challenge you on
Bring
that
you
because
to
every hold up, when? Hold up, when? I
hell.
gotta challenge you on
You
that a little
emotional.
bit because FBA, I mean, everybody is complaining about the immigrant issue. White people are complaining about the immigrant issue. All Americans, the Europeans are complaining about the immigration issue. They got Arabs flooding their country, and the citizens are mad as hell. White tea people been talking about the immigrants issue because they,
100%.
I guess they recognized it was a bigger issue long before we did. It's like right now, Black Americans have now said, okay, immigration is an issue. So what's the problem with Americans, essentially Black Americans, having an issue with immigration?
And that's what I'm saying, though. We not saying that. It's only the FBA section. The black people I know,
No,
no, like, hey,
no.
I'm
It's
from
plenty of
Los
Black
Angeles.
Americans that got issues with the immigration.
I heard
Immigration is
100%.
crazy.
It's 100%, and the ones that do want to be white.
No, it's this they care about their fucking country.
The ones I
Like
know,
this is
look,
the environment that they live in. But you can't
solo.
talk about the ones that you live in, the ones that you experience. That's not the whole group.
No,
It's
but I'm
Black
saying
Americans who identify. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I'm
gonna
from
let you
LA.
land, but that's what I'm
I'm born
saying.
and raised in LA. I'm from one of the biggest cities. I'm 50 years old. I done moved around this state. You know what I mean? These states. I done traveled a little bit. So I'm saying I'm in school. I'm in school studying to be a therapist. So I'm telling you what I know. That the fact is, most folks that I know, my friends, they ain't think about immigrants like that. We're aware of what goes on politically, but we not. You hear from FBAs about somebody stealing their food or somebody taking something from them, or you hear from YT people. And I think just a lot of these black dudes that's in the FBA want to be YTs.
What?
I don't think they want to be
What
white,
can?
but I think that they.
Hold on.
I
No.
said what
I'm
I
gonna let
said,
you.
boy.
Sir,
I'm gonna
please
let
hold on.
Gwen jump
I'm gonna
in.
be
I'm gonna let
nice,
Gwen
sir.
ask
I'm
you a
gonna be
question, and
nice.
then I'm gonna let you
Please
respond. But y'all,
help
we got
me
to get to
understand.
water.
What can a YT do for me? Hold on a second. Please. The mother, he ain't got no swag. He ain't got no culture. What you think? Hold on. You think we voted for Donald? Hold on. Do you think we voted for Donald Trump, sir? Honestly, I really want to be honest here. Do you think foundational Black Americans voted for Donald Trump.
Really?
I
Hell
know
no.
I know a lot of folks that are FBA did vote for Trump, fam. I know
No,
a
no, no,
lot
no,
of
no.
folks
Did
had the
did
same
did
philosophy.
some did FBA voted for Kamala Harris? Yes, by the majority. They still FBA.
Okay, we don't know the numbers, so you can say
But
it.
hold
No, no,
on, but
no.
we do know what time out. But we do know that
FBA women, mostly older, because
voted
it
for
was a
Kamala,
percentage that was
92%.
Jamaican descent and Haitian descent, but majority of the women that voted for Kamala Harris,
I said men.
FBA women, because it's a foundational Black American woman, it's not a cult, voted for Kamala Harris. But was it a percentage of foundational Black Americans that voted for Trump? Yes. But it was way more foundational Black American women that sat on the couch. Just like it was majority foundational Black American men that voted for Kamala Harris. And then it was a lot more men that voted for Trump that was foundational Black American. But it was a lot of foundational Black American men that sat on the couch. It's not a organization, it's a lineage. Just like you got Japanese, Chinese, Malaysians, Czechoslovakians, Hungarians. And if
You
y'all
got a
can't
white profile
comprehend that,
picture. You're not coming
y'all
to.
fucking lost.
All right, I'm gonna jump in.
You're literally lost.
I'm gonna jump in because I want you guys to talk on co-pan. I want to get
Shit, I
Watson
ain't
in here.
voting
And
Trump
oh
or
look, time out. Don't come off mute. It's Watson. Go ahead, Watson.
Okay, you said something about the Nigerians and the Ghanaians are taking the MLK scholarship. So have you checked the requirements for the MLK scholarship?
I know they cannot discriminate, girl. Is that what you came off mute to say?
Yeah, because you have a vendetta towards
I do
Nigerians. You
not.
keep
I
bringing
do not.
Nigerians, and I want to correct
Not,
something.
girl, I'm gonna put
Where's
you
your
out because
Nigerian
I'm trying to have a
scholarship?
conversation. She not trying to have a conversation. Go ahead, little poppy. She came. She waited all that time to
shit.
say
I,
nothing.
I ain't
Girl,
voting
you
no
could
I
have
ain't
thought
voting
of.
no
You could have
Trump.
critical
I
thinking.
ain't
You should have
vote I
waited
ain't
and
vote
said
for
something.
her. I ain't vote
Girl,
for
let
no
me
Trump.
block
I didn't
you.
vote for no president,
I want to have a conversation. I'm not going to no tit for tat and argue with you on TikTok. Girl, get a life. Go ahead, little poppy. My bad.
Oh, I said I ain't vote for no president,
We're not talking about presidents. We're talking about what is it going to take to unify Black people around the world?
Shit. Really not much.
I know,
Really,
girl. Nigeria, girl. Does
really
she
not
want us to
much.
hop on Nigeria? That's the thing. They always want to talk about what's going on in the Black community. They never want to talk about what the fuck is going on in their home country. Girl, go ahead. My bad. My bad. I'm talking to Miss Go World in the comment. Go ahead, Poppy. I'm sorry.
Shit, man. Shit, everything fucked up. The world is shit. White people ain't help us. Obama ain't help us. Shit.
What are you saying? I'm not sure I'm following you. You're just saying like a whole bunch of words. I'm not sure I'm understanding what the point is that you're making. I
Okay,
dropped
but
her
let me
because
pick
she
it
didn't
back
want to
off
have a
that.
conversation.
Obama
She
didn't
wanted to
help
argue
us.
with me.
White people ain't
She
help
said
us. Why we
that
think Africa unifying with them gonna help us? Let me say it like that. I could pick it back off that.
So that makes more sense.
Obama didn't help us. White people in this land didn't help us. So what the hell
Ain't
we think
nobody help us.
unifying with
Shit.
Africa gonna help us?
It's gonna
How
help us a
about
lot.
that? I can make it work.
Come
all
on, man.
right.
You already know.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I don't want it to turn into Democrat versus Republicans. That's not the prompt. That's not what we're talking about, y'all. Um, and nobody on here hates Africans. Nobody on here. I know I don't. This is my life. I don't hate
I
Africans. I
mean,
don't
me
hate
personally,
Caribbeans. I don't have
I'm gonna
anything
keep it
against
real.
y'all.
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
keep it
y'all
real.
country
Hey,
Yeah, I
already.
keep it
listen.
real too.
Hey, hold
Shit.
on. Hey, Shawty. I'm gonna say something, and I'm not gonna be long winded with this. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's not hatred, but I got a very distaste for these people, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not 100% their fault. It's not 100% their fault. But I do know this. Dr. Fauci was doing a little playing within Africa with this little bug that took your T cells away from you. Now, it's just a coincidence that Black Americans, they didn't go to Africa in the 80s, in the early 90s. Black Americans didn't start traveling to Africa till the late 2000s and later. But it was just crazy how Black Americans just happened to catch this bug that took your T cells away from you. Could it have been the mass immigration that they placed within our community and they knew what these people had? And our quote unquote want to be unified with them, and we embrace them and love them, and which you have sex with them in the lights, and guess what? They the dagger the whole damn time.
Thank you.
What's he talking about?
Oh yeah, I know. Cause see, you
When
don't play
it went way
chess.
to when it
You
went
don't
way
play
2000,
chess.
No,
y'all
you threw
brought
me,
up
bro.
immigrants, man.
I didn't want to cut you off, but you threw me when you said that Black folks had been traveling to Africa since the 2000s. Because a lot of the Panthers went there in the 70s.
No. But what I'm saying, bro. No,
I'm just saying, you saying some stuff, but I'm just trying to follow you, but it don't seem.
Good
It don't seem
afternoon,
cogent.
everybody.
It don't seem kind of a collective thought. It's like you keep mentioning daggers.
Okay, so when did Black Americans truly lift their wings to go to Africa, sir? Was it in the 80s, 90s, or more?
No, you had to from the
numbers
60s.
in the 2000s.
You can Google it.
I'm not talking about a Black Panther movement.
Talking
I'm
over
not
each
talking about a
other,
black.
and I can't hear.
I'm not talking about
the 60s.
So you saying,
hold
on, sir. So you saying, hold on. You talking about a person here, a person. I'm talking about the mass public.
No, in groups.
When have the mass public of Black Americans that usually have the money to have, hold on, sir, because it takes money to get on a plane and have absolutely to get the hotel and the lights. So that takes money. So when did Black Americans really have money in the 80s, early 90s to travel to Africa, sir? It wasn't happening. I did the dialogues, bro. I did the books.
We just got to agree to disagree.
So if the books is Black Americans ain't been on those planes going to Africa within the 80s and the 90s, however, they're the number one recipients for HIV. However, there is a component with it.
You going down the rabbit hole.
Investigative work. It's called investigative work.
Hey, Win.
Black Americans did not go to Africa, but Ronald Reagan and the lights brought in immigration from Africa and Black American communities, and now they got the bug.
I hear you. One question though, because I hear your knowledge. Where do you get a lot of this knowledge?
This shit.
Look, because you said you don't hate Africans, but you have a disdain. Where did you get a lot of this knowledge to make you hate this?
I'm gonna move on because I'm moving on. I'm not going to engage in this conversation.
It's called
I don't even know what the hell y'all
work,
talking about. I don't even know what y'all talking about, and I'm the host. Go ahead, Z001.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm Dominican. I'm from Dominican Republic.
Black Americans because of the shit.
No, I want us to have a conversation. Time out. When?
Hold on.
When?
You talk about what happened in Palestine, what they were screaming for, what happened to Black Americans.
I don't understand how you gonna talk over me.
Fuck you, Tomo.
When? I'm trying my best not to put you out.
No. Why is bro mentioning Palestine, bro?
Can you stop coming up here just talking? This is not the live that you just come on here and just start talking.
I wasn't doing that till he mentioned my country. I wasn't doing that till he mentioned.
If you're from Palestine, I don't even know why you up here. Go ahead, Z001.
Yeah, I was saying I'm from Dominican Republic, and I believe that this unification it's a worldwide thing, which we all know it's something that's happening in the Bible. and they want to have everybody. It's some sort of special agenda that they have with everybody. Because if you look at it, every country is basically being invaded or traveled to.
Are you Afro Latino or you
Yes, I am. I'm Afro
okay?
Latino.
Okay, well she can come up here, more money. All
What
right,
they say?
appreciate
What?
that. He said he mad because I dropped him because he said he's from Palestine, and he said she from the DR. Why she up there? Because she
Yeah, I'm
Afro
Afro
Latina.
Latino. I do have
Don't worry
I
about
do
it.
have
Don't ignore it.
And I
African.
Just
know you're
ignore
not
him.
Afro Latino. You're not Afro fucking Latino.
Okay,
Excuse me. First of all, you don't even know me, so don't
when,
even address.
time
Don't
out,
don't
time
don't
out,
don't.
time out.
Show
Everybody,
yourself
time out.
then. Show yourself.
Brother,
To be
bruh.
proud of
I'm
that.
trying, but you come off mute when I mute you. Come on, man.
Show
I'm
yourself,
trying.
man.
Ivy, go ahead, Ivy. You got
Cause
it.
see, you gotta deal with these liars.
No, you need to stop coming off mute and have a conversation. I don't know why you making this live that.
You gotta deal with liars. See, Brandon, you
Go
can't
ahead,
fake a class.
Ivy.
Brandon, you can't salt shake me.
Ivy, go ahead. You got it.
The
The
prompt says,
kings of the shit, man.
Time out. Y'all hear me? How y'all hear me telling Ivy to go? Why would you come
Hey,
out
show
mute and start
yourself. You say
talking?
you Afro Latino. Show I'm
When?
Afro.
I'm gonna
When?
tell you something.
You
First of all, I don't need to take your
no, time
pressure.
out. Do not respond to
Shit.
Why
him.
is he so
Okay.
sassy though?
All right.
No, I'm finna do not respond like y'all. This is not that type of live. Like I'm not trying to have y'all arguing back and forth over little bitty tiny shit. We're in here having a conversation.
I'm
Like
sorry,
y'all have to come.
experience. I just
Yes,
don't.
yes. Do not entertain it. Do not. If this is
I
not the live, if you want to
apologize.
do that, go to another live. Go ahead, Ivy.
the prompt
I
says, what will it
appreciate y'all
take
for being
to,
on here though.
to
Go
unify
ahead.
us with Africa? That is a contentious thing that's by design. They don't want us to unify because they're not like us. If you notice around the world, the sun is shining very brightly. And for those that don't have melanin in their skin, they're suffering. Chance the Rapper said they are not like us. They're not like us. So what we have to contend with is the bickering amongst ourselves, why we can't come to a conclusion about why they don't want us to come together. Because where we gather with each other, I'm almost 80 years old. And when I say they're not like us, they have no soul, which is why they can unalive around the world and colonize. They're not like us. So once we come together as we should, it would be very problematic for them because they can be annihilated off this planet Earth, which is gradually happening anyway. So wake up, wake
Yes,
up.
sir. My sir, I appreciate my elders. I love my elders, and what you said is absolutely true, my brother. But let me. I just want to let you know what this FBA movement is truly about, my brother. We don't care about what people say on the internet. We don't care about that. Now, see, this is something different than any other cultures, really. We came from different tribes in America.
Amen.
You had the Korik Indians, the Tosharosa Indians, the Chickasaw. You had the Seminole. You had these. Guess what we did? This FBA. We came underneath one banner. One banner. We love each other. We respect each other. We don't give a damn what the people say here. Yes, this is going to be little things in the community. Absolutely. But bro, you're not gonna have no, bro. This the FBA movement, bro. I don't care what you say. It's better than the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King movement put together. So what I'm trying to tell people is this: ride with this FBA movement.
I have no problem with that, my brother. None. I'm Choctaw.
Appreciate you, my brother.
I am Choctaw.
And
Okay?
I'm Corey. I'm
Okay?
Corey.
Um,
Coree.
but
When
what
I
I'm
did want to
expressing
let
is
I finish,
that
yeah.
we all come from the motherland. Even though we were not born there, essentially manhood came from there. And we
Okay,
came
so
here. We came here. We
okay,
are the foundation
okay.
of this country. This was Turtle Island. When we got here, it was Turtle Island.
Now, my elder, let me
This was
ask you this.
Ezra. Ezra. Turtle
When you
Island.
are interrupting him, I know you heard him talking because I heard him talking. Go
God
ahead,
bless you, my
Ivy.
brother. God bless you, my brother. Stay strong in whatever it is that your endeavor is. Because I love you. I love
Bro, we
you.
having a
Because you're
conversation,
me
bro.
and I'm you.
We ain't got
God bless you. Have a good day.
When see you pushing people off the line because you won't let them talk.
Man, get the fuck out of here. This nigga know he going against a real ass man. I ain't trying to hear that dumb ass shit.
No,
That's.
Win.
Can I
That's
just
not
say
fair.
something, host?
That's
I
not
ain't trying to
fair.
disrespect him, but you just try to play me like, oh, he trying to knock somebody off. Hey, bro, I know men what they go. Bro, listen, just because you 80 years old, don't mean you know everything, homeboy.
He didn't say that. When I think you trolling
No,
that.
that's what you trying to. No, that's what you trying to make it like.
No, I
He
think you
didn't say
trolling.
that.
A
I
host,
think you
can I
I'm
just.
trolling.
trolling now. No, so
Yeah,
now I'm
because you
trolling.
won't. Yeah, because you won't let anybody else speak. You keep you interrupting him during his opening statement. You interrupted him. We didn't interrupt you when I first called on you. We didn't interrupt you.
Man, you get it.
I don't care. More money is my
Bro,
live, and you said you Arab. That
listen.
disqualifies you to be
Y'all can have
on
this
his
shit,
live.
bro. Like, listen, y'all can have this shit. But one thing I know about it, I see the numbers, I see what goes up, and I see what goes down, and I will be out since I'm the
Yeah, because you won't
problem. Since
control
I'm
yourself. We keep telling you that. We keep telling you that. We keep telling you. You interrupting people. Go ahead, Flower.
Um. First of all, to address Mo, um, I don't know why there's so much hatred in the chat. Like it just someone said I wasn't even human. Like what? Um, but when it comes to Mo, you're Arab. Like no shade, but you guys are thoroughly racist to a point that I don't even know how to even get into. That's one. And two, for USA Hood, Abid has been used against black people or African people within Africa. Like you don't have context for the things that you're
There's
saying,
black
and
people
you're
everywhere.
push.
There's
And
black
Mo
Palestinians.
And Arabs are racist. So you're not gonna
What?
sit here and tell me that Arabs are normal people. I'm so sorry. What are you talking about? What are you talking
Listen,
about? First of all, I don't think any Arab should be in any of these type of conversations. If you're not black or African, why are you talking? Y'all act like y'all care about the black people in Palestine. You guys don't. Like, what are y'all talking about?
No, for real.
If y'all
Right.
think
No.
racism in
Host,
America is
real
bad,
quick. Before
time
you.
literally look
out.
at the
Time
Arabs.
out. Yeah. If you new on the panel, I'm gonna come to you. But she's literally in the middle of talking. Like,
My bad. I'm a,
do not
yeah.
come off mute and start talking.
First,
Okay,
I
go
just want to
ahead.
say when it comes to Black Americans, I understand you guys having your own culture, your own identification, and I actually would prefer that you guys have that because it makes more sense, right? But when it comes to the hatred, when it comes to Africans, I think that's just you're dragging it out at a certain point, especially if they came into the country they came into the country legally, if that makes sense. If they're coming in legally and they're not causing problems, then I don't see why people should have an issue with them, so long as they're
I
not
don't
pushing
agree with
out.
that.
What do you mean? If they came to America legally, they didn't come here illegally, and they're not causing problems with anyone, why would that be an issue?
I still don't think that citizens can have a right to disagree with any immigration. I think citizens can have the opinion that all y'all need to leave. That's
You
y'all.
can
That's
have the
our
opinions.
opinion.
That's my
Yeah, you can have
Yeah,
the
opinion, and
opinions.
that's
exactly.
what I'm voting for.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
that's
and you're
I
exactly
want
what.
y'all all out.
Hold up, let us respond because you asked us the question. So I want
yeah.
people who got. I mean, I don't think that you have to come here legally. I don't think that you come here legally. That still doesn't negate the fact that that affects the citizens who live here. Just like if 10 million Black Americans showed up in Sudan and said, make a place for us, make this lifestyle available to us, you guys would be like, hold up, how the fuck the government got money to do anything for immigrants and we're over here struggling? So I just don't agree with
That wouldn't be
So
the
what is
that.
they
case because
doing for the
Sudan
immigrants
Okay,
historically
then?
has
time
opened
out,
up
What is they
time
doing for
other
out,
immigrants?
countries.
time out. Because you guys come up here with these questions and nobody has called on you. You just come off mic and start talking. Like I said, if you want to do that in a live, there's plenty of lives for you to do it, but this is not it. Did you want to respond to that, Flower, or did anyone else want to
Yeah,
respond to Flower?
I wanted to
On to
respond
her.
because
Okay, I'll go back on
Liberia
to you.
in the 1800s, I believe it was 14,000 Black Americans went to Liberia and they formed a government there and they have left America. And this is a fact. You guys don't have to like it or not, but you guys can search up Liberia and its history.
Girl,
Well,
that
you
was
better tell the story right, because I
colonization.
know the
Time
history.
out.
But go ahead.
Okay,
Time
go
Where you?
ahead.
out. Time out. That was colonization, though. That was
It was black.
America. It was
No, it was Black
America.
Americans.
No, listen,
It
listen.
was
That was
Americans.
America colonizing Liberia and telling black people, y'all can go.
Those were freed slaves. They were not
Yes, I understand that, but
exactly.
did America not move all the residents of Liberia out of Liberia and say make room for Black Americans? Is that good for Liberia or bad for Liberia?
It's not good, but that's literally what happened. Black Americans did
I
leave though.
understand
The
it.
topic
I
is did they leave
understand
America
it.
or not?
I understand that, but you think Black Americans had the power to just move all the Liberians out, or did America, the government, have the power to move all the Liberians out?
Both of them did it. Black Americans and the government. We're not, that's
I'm gonna, I'm
14,000
gonna, I'm
people.
gonna, I'm gonna.
Can I respond to
14,000.
her, please?
Yes,
Okay, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
actually come to
So,
you because
so
I don't think
Flower.
that's the fact.
Yeah.
Number one, what does any history has to do with what's going on now? America has shifted. We don't want immigrants here, legal
Okay.
or illegal. It don't matter what happened in 1804. It don't matter. We're
But
in
it
2026.
okay.
To be an immigrant is just not hitting. And to especially have an accent in my homeland is really not hitting. So if you think that because whatever took place in Liberia, which they ate the Americans and came back pretending to be Americans, yeah, you didn't bring that part up, did you? Everybody just go on and look up General Butt Naked, and you'll get all the information you
But they're
need.
not going to talk about what
But
they did to
Time
the
out, flower,
Liberians.
flower,
let me
flower.
finish
You don't
Okay.
want
Go
anyone
ahead.
flower my ass.
interrupting
They
you, so
musky
Okay,
as
my
do
hell.
not
apologies.
interrupt
Okay, my
people.
apologies. No
Go
problem.
ahead, go ahead.
So none of that is going to help you now. America has shifted. We no longer want immigrants, legal or illegal. We want our borders closed, and a lot of people want y'all gone. A lot, especially wearing that hijabi thing. No, that's a no-no. And things are jumping down in Dearborn. Things are going down in Texas in regards to you guys. So for you to come up here and try to shove yourself down our throats, it's not going to work. It's just time to go home. The Middle East is wide open. Why aren't you in Dubai? Why aren't you over there kicking it with your folks? You don't have to fight to wear your hijab. Why aren't you over there with them? Why are you here? This is not for you. We're not conforming to you. Those days are over. It's a new regime. This president is petty as hell. And if you don't see that, I don't know what else to tell you. You got what is it? Haitians running around with ankle bracelets to stay here in this country. What are those things, sis? Ankle monitors to stay here. What the hell? Do you honestly lose all of your self-worth to stay in this country? Nah, you got to go. Hijabi and all. We don't want y'all. I don't care what took place over in Liberia. But the people that came back were not Americans. They was Africans pretending to be us as usual.
Bruh, what the fuck?
So carry on.
You can go if you don't like it. I'm like
Well,
y'all
I
be
mean,
acting like
why
people
y'all
be
think y'all
forcing
talk
y'all
for
on
all
these
African
fucking.
Americans and black people?
The
Like
What
y'all
same
part of
don't
reason why
Africa
talk
are
for
you
you
feel
all
from?
like
Africans.
the
What
same
part of
reason why you
Africa are
feel
you
like you
from?
can just come on, you can
Thank
come off
you.
mute and give your opinion before somebody comes to you. I've said that to you 3 times. I've said literally said stop coming off mute saying stuff if I haven't called on you 3 times, and you still do it. Flower, I'm gonna let you, Miss. First of all, 1 second, Miss Go World, come off me real quick.
Hey guys, how you guys
Hey,
doing?
Miss Go World, can you mod for
Let's
me? I
go
need to jump in the
world.
shower really quick.
Experience. I am not good at it, and then I'm having some issues
Oh,
with my eye. I am so not. You understand? And then I'm having some issues with my eye. Yeah. Um, but what I want
so
to say
okay,
is,
time out 1 second. Okay, so I'll let me
don't
jump
you
in
see
the
all
shower,
those
y'all.
misspelled words?
I know, but yeah, I
I
gotta jump
can't
in the
see out
shower.
of
I
one
don't
of
want
them.
to end the live. I want y'all to keep the conversation going, but y'all gotta behave, y'all, because I'm gonna put myself on
Okay.
mute. I'm gonna put
Okay.
myself on mute. Y'all gotta behave. All right,
Okay. Well,
you got it. Y'all got it.
well,
Just try to
Make me
get
a mod.
everybody in.
I'll watch
you,
your panel while you're gone.
Yeah,
you got her. You
just
gonna
make
mod
sure
for her?
Make
y'all.
me a mod. I'll take care
Yeah.
of it.
All right, just make sure y'all letting
Okay.
everybody finish what they saying. No interrupting. I want it to
Absolutely.
be a conversation. All right, y'all
Absolutely.
got it. Damn, they saying I can't add you as a mod. Oh, I gotta follow you first.
Yeah, you gotta follow her.
Okay.
Let
All
me
right,
follow
y'all
you.
got it. And then okay, well, it was on Flower to respond to Night Night.
Um, I don't know. It just sounds like very Islamophobic. Um, and that's fine. You can have that's your prerogative, and that's your opinion, and by all means you can have that. Um, but the reality is there's already, you know, Africans in this country, like they're not leaving anytime soon. And there's black Muslim people here that are be okay and they've been here for a while. So to each their own. We don't have to
Experience.
agree, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
Melody is she just came up. She
yeah, and
might
I
do
added
it.
her.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
added her. Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, I mean, Flower, I get your position on that. I just don't understand your point. Of course, we're not rounding y'all up and putting y'all out like South Africans did Nigerians, right? Because it's
Yeah.
never a problem when they do it. It's only a problem when Black Americans form an opinion about immigration. Of course, we're not rounding y'all up, so of course, there's nothing we can do about it. But can't we form an opinion about whether or not we believe that immigration is affecting our communities or not?
I can acknowledge to a certain degree immigration has affected America. I'm not gonna
No,
sit
no,
here
I'm
and
not saying that. I'm saying, but can Americans form an opinion
yeah, well
about
that's the First Amendment. You have the right to that. I'm not why
right,
would I
right?
you can
But
have your
that's a
opinions.
thing, right? That's all we
As
want is an
Americans,
opinion.
our opinion counts as Americans
Yeah.
because you're just a citizen. We're not citizens, we're Americans. So our opinions do count here. So, and I do
But
understand there's black Muslims here. I know the NOI is here, but they're not African. And you said that the Africans aren't going to leave. Why would you take a stand? Why would you be 10 toes down? Not, why
Oh
wouldn't you
shit, I
want to go
muted the
help your
wrong person.
country?
My bad. Miss Go World, you got some stuff going on in the background. My bad, night night. Go ahead.
She said, and with her full chest, that they're not going to leave. Why would you want to leave? Don't you have a full on homeland? You from
but I
Somali?
it doesn't matter where I'm from at the end of the day
Somali
if
is still
I'm
on the
paying
map
taxes.
from what I heard.
Oh yeah, but if I'm paying taxes and I'm following the law, I don't understand your issue with it.
But
If
the
I've
thing
done
is,
everything legally, I
like
don't
I
understand your
told you,
issue.
like I told you, the shift here is we don't want you, and our president is petty.
Okay, and he's petty, but the
So
people
good
are still
luck.
here.
Well, no, not good
Okay,
luck. Just leave.
but
So
they're
I
not.
guess
So what
Somali,
now?
the girl Flower, would you have that same opinion if you were in Somalia and, like I said, 10 million Black Americans showed up and said we're staying here?
Yes, I
Cause
wouldn't have an issue with that.
I doubt that. I
But
doubt that. I
again,
doubt
you
that.
guys are making assumptions about me. Like I wouldn't have an issue about that. They're
But
paying their
I guess
taxes,
that's
they're
your,
doing their
yeah.
job, they're not causing
I guess.
problems. Why would I have an issue?
But causing
Like that's just
problems, but causing problems is a subjective. I could say y'all are causing problems, and you can say we not causing problems. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, it's subjective, but if I'm following the law, I do my job, I don't do nothing to nobody, I genuinely don't see the problem. Like I just don't.
I mean, you guys are going to our grocery stores buying food. That's less
So
food for Americans.
what are we talking about?
I'm just
Everyone's
saying that's
gonna
an
eat. What are
example.
we talking
No,
about?
no, let's be serious because I something telling me you're not being genuine, and it doesn't go both ways. I think that it's easy for you to say that, oh, I wouldn't have a problem because it's not your country. But I think that if you were in Somalia and 10 million Black Americans showed up, you you and a lot of other Somalians will have a big problem with that. Because the thing is that if this country cannot provide for the citizens, how the fuck are you going to provide for 10 million more people?
Um,
You see?
First of all, when it comes to the grocery thing, I'm so sorry
No,
that
I want
humans
you
need
to,
to
no,
eat.
no,
And then
no.
when it
I'm
comes to
not
the
talking about
Somalia
that.
thing,
No,
uh,
girl, because that's the thing. I don't think you're being genuine in the point that I'm making. You keep trying to latch on to things that may be funny, may be silly that we're discussing, but you're not addressing the point that we're making. But you're latching on to these little petty things or
you brought
whatever.
up the
But
grocery
I
part,
understand. But the grocery part goes to the bigger point that we're making,
which is
which is that Americans, if this country cannot provide for the people who are here, the people who they are responsible for, the government is responsible for us, how the hell can they provide for people that are voluntarily coming here? Of course, if there's extra people here, they're going to be taking from the citizens. Is
so
that not like
your
common
issue
sense?
is with the government, is not with the
It's not the
people,
government. It's you
because the
guys
government is
coming
allowing
here.
this.
Of course they're
So your
allowing
issue,
this. This you're I'm
I'm not being
girl,
disingenuous. Like this is
I think
really,
you are. I think
I
you are.
swear
And
to
I
God,
think
I'm
that
not.
I think you are.
It's because I have
And
a different.
I think
It's
that you're
because I have
being
a different point.
disingenuous.
I'm not
No,
being
I don't
disingenuous.
think yes, I think
I've
you
agreed
are.
to
I
certain
think you
points.
are.
Have I not agreed to certain
I
points
think
earlier?
no, I
I've
think that
agreed to
you're
certain
being
points
disingenuous about that.
I have a
because I have a
question for
different
her,
opinion.
sis.
No, because you keep missing the point and trying to trying to switch the blame from immigrants to somebody else when it's really y'all that are voluntarily
I you
coming here.
Exactly.
Nobody is
you just
forcing.
made the
Can
right
I
just now.
finish? Can I finish? See, that's the thing. See, you're listening to respond. That's why you're not responding to the point. Um, I'm gonna add these few people up here, but I gotta get in the shower for real.
I got a good quick question for her. She said that they pay taxes and they follow the law. Ma'am, if you're a Somali, 87% of you guys are on welfare. What taxes are
Damn,
you paying? You
I
guys are
didn't know that.
draining the system.
First of all, I'm not on that, so there goes your point. Second of all,
No,
there's a multitude.
87% of you came here to get on welfare. My point still
I've
stands.
Okay, and that's them, but that's not all people. And there's plethora of other groups of people that are on welfare.
No,
So
ma'am,
if
we're talking about you today.
okay, me and my entire family has never been on welfare.
You're lying.
Why do I need to lie? Hello? Why do I what would be the gain of it?
I'm sorry, real quick. Why y'all keep like trying to choose the narrative for this girl? I don't get that part.
I don't know why you interrupting people when nobody called on you to
Yes, please
speak.
don't
Nobody's speaking.
interrupt. Please wait your
Nobody's
turn.
Please
speaking.
go to the next person. Go to the new live. I'm gonna
Let's
get in the
have
shower for real
no
at this
please.
point.
Y'all over here just
Y'all know,
arguing about
y'all.
nothing.
I better not get in
Nigga,
the shower and y'all let people interrupt people like he's doing now. Like y'all
You,
need to
why
like
y'all
literally.
yeah, y'all need to drop him like right now.
Yeah, I dropped him. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. To the
And
new panel,
Flower,
whoever the new panelist is.
Yes, I was
host,
next.
can I just say
Oh,
something
go
quickly
ahead.
to
No,
the
no,
host
wait a minute.
before?
I was next. I
Okay,
want to
no
read your
problem.
prompt first. It said, "What will it take to unify Black and African people?" Nothing. Before there was any white race, it was always dark races first. They the same people to this day. The same ones, no good. Now, when they came to America, they act like they was no part of Black American. They went into their own little corner, got billions and billions of dollars, fraud, you name it. Somebody got a background.
Oh, that's the host. Okay.
Oh shit! I
No,
forgot to
it's
mute
okay. It's
myself.
okay.
Mute me. Can you mute me, Mod? I'm literally in the
No,
shower. Can you mute me? No,
no,
you
we
can't
can.
mute
Nobody
me.
can mute you,
You
but
have
you.
Oh
muting
shit. Okay.
powers. It didn't come through.
Hold up. My bad, y'all.
It's
Damn.
okay.
Just make Melody a mod. Mine's didn't come through.
Yeah, try to make
She's
me a mod.
make her a mod because mine's didn't
I'm a
go
good
through.
one.
The best.
Let me see if she did it go through. But anyway, back to the conversation. No, we would never unify with none of these guys. They never liked us from the beginning of time. I don't know why, but I didn't know why then, but I know why now. They come to our country and they act like they are no part of Black Americans. They do us worse, as far as I'm concerned. They got their own businesses. They don't hire no Black Americans. They got their own, I don't know how they get their own community, a whole state to themselves. So then, that's a lot of fraud going on. The Medicaid, the food stamp. But she just lied and said that she's not on welfare or get no government assistance. Lady, when you got here, they gave you a refugee package.
They
Okay?
didn't.
They gave you, ma'am, they gave you a refugee package. I don't care if it was your mama, whatever. Y'all had a refugee package, and it came with free housing, food stamps, cash, scholarships to go to schools, all of that. We didn't get that. We had to work for everything we got. Y'all got fake degrees, and I'm not saying personally you, but if you want to take it like it's you, then you could get the smoke. It don't matter to me. Y'all come here with fake degrees. Y'all come and get fake degrees. Your IQ is very low, and that's no disrespect to you Somalians. But you Haitians too, very low IQ. Y'all just keep on using our ancestors to get what y'all want. That shit y'all did out there in Alabama going across that bridge, I think that was the most disrespectful shit that y'all could ever do to Black American people. And I would never unify with any of you guys. Y'all been here long enough to unify with us and you did nothing. You said nothing. You didn't care about us. And now that is deportation. That's how I got to meet you guys. I never got to meet any of you guys until deportation. I land my plane.
Hey, Melody, can I say something real quick?
Miss World?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm really, really tired of going back and forth with them about anything in our country. This is our country. The disrespect is so high. They come here, and what you really do is you come here, and what you do is you link yourself into our lives, our world. Okay. You start saying that you're Black. You guys have already delineated. We're behind. And now that we're saying that we are, it's a problem. Why? Because you need us. That's the only reason why it's a problem. Now, as far as what is her name? Heaven, the Sudanese lady.
Yes, hi, Flower.
One, what is it? Miss Flower.
Yeah, hi.
One of the things that I respected you for saying, you were at least honest by saying that you were taught, do you understand, to dislike us. Do you understand? And I'm going to say to you, I have been to Africa. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to the Philippines. I've been a lot of places. We do not come in any other country, you understand, and lay our culture within your culture. We adapt to the environment that we go in. Ghanaians, I have a big issue with them. Do you understand? They send 26,000 of their people to watch what? A football game. Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. And now they're not going home. And these very people is telling us to come back home to Ghana, a place that has sold
slaves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear they've made an apology for their role. It's on their slave castles. Ghana is saying, come home. Why? You have to ask yourself why. And then he what? Want to disrespect us and speak for reparations in our name when he only have one village in Asebu, Ghana, Pan-African village, where 600 people have bought into the place they're trying to sit them in. But you know what? The diaspora can never own any part of the land. It must be a lease. I am sick of the seductionists. And when we're telling you that you can no longer seduce, respect it. Respect it. We're going to respect the laws in your country. Just because you come over here and some of you might have citizenship, you didn't build this country. Do something crazy and your citizenship will be revoked. So
Agree.
really, what do you really have? Do you understand? We're asking you. They sit you in our neighborhoods for 61 years. We have dealt with it. Our people have shedded their blood for you to be able to have that liberty. Now, when we say we're delineating, allow us to do it without any of your lip. You don't have the right. That is not your right to tell us what to do on our lands. All of us did not come from slavery, miss. Do you understand?
Agree.
You don't have the right. And when you sit on different panels, big and bold, oh, I am an American citizen. What is that? If I break the law, I'm going nowhere because I'm home. If you break the law, you can lose everything that you think you have. All we're asking for you to do is respect us on our soil. As when we travel to Africa with all that's going on in Africa, we still respect you. We don't hang our flags. You understand? And I think what they need to do before they let any more of you guys in here is take a history course on Black people in this country. We're
I'm in full
tired.
agreement. Like, I don't think I've disagreed with any of that.
We're
And you've
tired.
been here earlier in the live, so you've seen me like
I
being
gave you
honest
your
with the,
respect.
yeah.
You
So
did. You could have came up here and you know, you're one of the very few that I can say that is really engaging in the conversation
Yeah, I can say
and
that.
calling wrong. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I respect you, miss. I
and
respect you.
I respect you guys too, genuinely.
You know, you've had 61 years
Yes.
to link with us.
Mm-hmm.
And you and your politicians have see what you're doing. It's a lot going on, and we know. And we're trying to change things in our land. We've
100%.
been fighting for 400 years. How can you come over here and tell us what to fight, when to fight, get out of our politics? Now, can I ask you a question? Do you
Yes.
agree with do you agree with reparations
Yeah, 100%.
for the okay. Just wanted
You
to
didn't even
know.
need
So
to
let me
finish
let
that.
me
Yeah,
ask you this. Let
100%.
me ask you this, right? Now you say you
Mm-hmm.
agree with it, right?
Yes.
So how can all these black politicians from other countries, immigrants, these are brown immigrants now, they
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that's really sitting in these seats. And none of them want to give us reparations. Okay. Every time when somebody signed for it, wait a minute, 1 second. Phone stop.
While she's dealing with
What's
that,
good,
I
y'all? How
only
y'all doing?
think
Okay, so
Black
excuse me, I'm talking.
Americans.
I'm talking to the
Okay, go.
flowers. We got so many black nations that came to America. Now
Mm-hmm.
they are running in office. They are the ones that's signing for us not to get reparations. Do you even think that's fair? Like,
No, no,
okay,
no, no,
but look at
no.
the disrespect. Okay,
Yeah.
so now we got Somalians. They'll come on this, not you, but you know a few of
Mm-hmm.
you.
will come on this panel, call us all types of slaves and this and that. America treat us like shit. But y'all had $18 billion in Minnesota. Y'all didn't share none of that shit with Black America. None of it. And all that shit was stolen.
Yes.
You understand? Y'all putting up your own flags, so that means you don't want to be part of Black American. But soon as deportation came, y'all went across that bridge like if y'all was Black American. I mean, the disrespect is like it's so out of control.
You're talking about double-sidedness.
Hold on, I'm
And
smart. I'll make my
can
point.
I just finish
Professor,
my
I'll go
statement?
nobody's
next.
talking
And
to you right
hold up,
now.
time out. Like y'all, she asked a specific
Me
question.
and
I
Flower
don't
talking.
understand why anyone else would be talking. So answer the question, Melanie, if you want to
Yeah, I just
reiterate
want
the
to let her
question.
know 61 years saying I'm not Black, I'm not dealing with Black people, calling us all types of names, knowing that it was our ancestors that passed away to get you the equal opportunities that y'all have. And y'all treat us like nothing. Y'all got your little blue flag with the star on it. We're not even a part of your association at all. But soon as deportation came, we was called every name because we didn't want to support you. You guys never supported us. Never. Could you imagine all these dark races coming here? What we could have did? We could have flipped this country up. Man, we could have flipped this shit. But y'all didn't want that. Y'all showed us that we are all alone when it came to other dark races.
And yes, I do acknowledge the maltreatment of Black people from, Africans. I'm not sitting here and dismissing that. I think I stated that earlier, that there are Africans that have been, disgraceful towards Black Americans. I've said that and I've been adamant about that, right? And I've never dismissed what has happened to Black Americans. That's never been something that I have done, right? So when it came to that, I made it very clear, Black Americans have been mistreated by Africans. That's never been something I've never not acknowledged, right? I do acknowledge that. We also have to acknowledge that there are some Black Americans that have been rude towards Black Americans. Now, is that the majority? No.
Would you say
Right?
Black Americans was
Yeah.
rude towards Black
Yes.
Americans?
You know, we
To
teased
African.
them
Wait
in
a
high
minute. To
school when
African.
they.
Wait. Can
You know
I
that we
just
teased
finish?
them in elementary school, and
No,
they
she
ain't
said
let that
Black
shit
Americans
go.
was against Black Americans.
No. I'm talking about Africans. Black Americans against Africans.
Oh, because when they
Right?
first came here, they was so disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not dismissing that.
Okay,
I
but it's not like we
acknowledge that,
started it. You feel
right?
what I'm saying,
I do
Rose?
want to let her
Yeah, I'm
land though, Melanie. Let her land because I got
Okay, go ahead.
a bit of a question for her as well, but I do want her to
Sure, go
land.
ahead.
Go
right.
ahead.
I acknowledge that both parties, and I feel like Africans have been a little bit more in comparison to Black Americans. I'm not sitting here dismissing what has happened to Black Americans, and Black Americans have, built this country for what it is, right? And I do believe Africans, when they do come here, they may have some misunderstandings, and I think that is partially the fault of the government, and how they just, show Black Americans to other people outside of America. And I think a lot of this conversation do needs to be geared towards the government for not allowing spaces for Black Americans or not allowing proper education about Black Americans.
So I got a question now. Do you acknowledge that when immigrants come here, they do not align themselves with Black America? You guys align yourselves with each other.
I
That is
think that's
true.
natural.
However, we
Come
still
on,
respect
time
other people.
out,
Yo, Professor,
Professor.
you supposed to be a professor too? Come on, stop.
Sahib,
Like that
one
is
second.
insane.
Okay, I do acknowledge that people, when they come to, and this is not just Africans, this happens across
But we talking
every
about
ethnic.
Africans. We're not
Yeah,
talking about other
yeah,
races. We're talking
of
about
course,
Africans.
100%, 100%. I think it's natural that people group themselves with people that are similar or resemble a lot like them, right? So if you're in a space, right, and it's a whole bunch of white folks and there's one Black person, you're going to go towards that Black person because you have more common ground in comparison to your white counterparts. I think that's just natural within human nature for you to go towards people that are similar to you. And that's not just like Africans. I think that is every group of people. And I think that's just what people naturally do.
So okay, so tell me this. So if Africans come here and they align themselves with other Africans in their group or whatever, you guys don't align yourselves with Black Americans. Then you got you got Africans who say Black Americans are extremely rude to them or tease them or whatever happened in the elementary. Then why would we unify?
Say that. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, if Africans they come to America and they
Okay, no problem. If Black Americans come to, if Africans come to America and they don't align themselves with Black American, you recognize that. And then you got Black Americans who y'all say teased y'all, right? Why would we unify?
When it comes to unification, I think a lot of both parties need time to acknowledge their wrongs within their own community, right? And then later see if reconciliation can be an option, right? When it comes to aligning, I would like to like, what do you mean in specific when it comes to aligning? Because aligning could be you could be aligning to different things, right? You could align with each other because of education. You could align because of business. You could align because of plethora of other reasons. So what specifically
You
is
know what she
aligning
mean,
with?
ma'am. Come on, you know what she mean.
No, but
Y'all never
I'm
united
not
with
trying to
us,
be.
right?
I've been very honest and
Okay,
genuine
no,
with everything
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
that. But when you said a lion, you know what she mean about y'all
Exactly what
never
I
did
mean. That's
nothing
that
with
shit
us.
I be talking about, Flower.
To a
That's
certain
that shit I
extent,
be
they
talking about.
some Africans have aligned themselves
No,
with
they
Black Americans.
never
I
did. That's what I'm saying to
I
you. No.
Ma'am, I'm saying some. I'm not saying that's the majority. I'm saying there is a minority that has done that.
So
That's
you
what I'm
think
saying.
majority of Africans come to America and align themselves with Black Americans?
No, I said the minority, not the majority.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if majority of y'all coming over here ain't fucking with us, then what the fuck do we get out of uniting with y'all?
I'm not saying that, you guys have to or shouldn't. I think that's a conversation up to Black Americans,
Well, that's the
right?
point though. That's the
Um,
point.
I think unification can happen, but there's going to be a lot of steps that needs to be happening with Africans, right? There's a lot of steps that needs to be taken from them, and there's some steps that Black Americans need to do. I don't think there's more pressure on Black Americans rather than Africans.
All right, I want to get the new panel in. Let's go, Professor. Are you there?
Look like he on teacup.
I see. I'm gonna go to love sign.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Black Americans in the chat going
But
in.
that is true. You do have a point that usually African groups from other nations they do align themselves with their own group, but that doesn't mean we hate African Americans. We just love our own, you know?
My bad.
Okay,
My bad.
so why is it now like when deportation came, right? We didn't know who you guys was. We never even seen y'all flag. We started hearing all the insults to Black American people because we didn't support you guys. I know you heard it too, right? Right,
Yes,
Professor?
that's true. Yup, correct.
Right. So that's
They're
all
just
I'm saying.
upset
So it's
because they're
not like
scared. They
we
don't want to get deported, you know?
right. So it's not like we started it. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to be deported, and I understand that. But what that got to do with us? We had nothing to do with that. And if you wanted to really show your love towards us, you would have did it 60 years ago, right or wrong.
We weren't here 60 years ago. We came in the
It's
90s.
many were. You got people that left 42 years. I saw a lady, she been here 42 years. She's back home because she did no paperwork. It's a few of them that been here, did no paperwork, and now they're back home.
Sorry, I
Okay.
don't. Can I just say something if you guys will permit it?
Hold on, let me finish. I'm Somali.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
Somali. So I'll speak for my people. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of Somalis. Unfortunately, they're not grateful. They have no respect. And if they get deported, I can't feel bad for them because they don't respect nobody. You know, they're ones that commit fraud and stuff. But
Yeah.
majority of us, we're hardworking people. We just want a better life. The reason why we came here is because there was back in our homeland, our country. We're from Eastern Africa, Somalia. There was a war, you know,
Yeah.
and and our country collapsed back in the early 1990s.
Yeah. Okay, but you know how America was segregated, right?
Yep.
Right. So why do these Africans come and Somalians come and be segregated towards us? We already went through that already. You
Yeah, it's
understand? Now
weird.
we can't even go through certain neighborhoods in our own community, sir. You understand? You got people from Minnesota, they can't go through where the Somalians is at. It's only Somalian. You go to Dearborn, Michigan, it's only Muslims. You understand? That's not right. You know, we already been through segregation. So now
That's
all of a
true.
sudden that deportation came, we didn't care. You understand? We had no soul for none of that. We had no feelings because you never showed no feeling, like not personally you, but you know your whole group. Y'all never
I
showed no
understand. Yeah.
feelings
But
towards
when we
us.
segregate, we don't do it out of hate like the white man. We're
No,
just grouping
yes,
together,
but
you
you
know.
did.
That's
But you
common interest.
did, sir. But you did. You feel what I'm saying to you? Y'all
Yes.
get billions of dollars in Minnesota's for these schools. That's not even real. You understand? Y'all don't even feed one American homeless person. And I know that for a fact. You know,
Can
I
I
got
can I
family in Minnesota. They're not allowed to go through your neighborhood.
can I say something to you, Melody, if you don't
They
mind?
can. No one's stopping y'all. Like you're always welcome.
Come on,
I
stop. You
even
know,
I
doggone
even
well,
support
nobody
black owned
welcome.
businesses. I go to North Minneapolis. I support black owned businesses.
Professor, I'm respecting you so much right now. And I just don't like when you try to laugh and play in our face. You
I'm not paying
know,
your face.
listen to me, sir. Listen to me. When you go through that area, it's all Somalians. Right or wrong, sir?
That is true because
All
we
right then.
practice
So don't say
economics.
you affiliate with other people of America because you don't. You are segregated over there. Y'all segregated.
Can I say
Black
something to
American went
Melody?
through that already. Why should we have to go through that in our own community? We got these communities because we had to rebuild 3, 4 times from white folks. And now that we got our own community, here come you dark nations come and be segregated towards us. We went through that already. So now that is deportation. Hey, I'm all for deportation. I don't want to see none of you. I ain't see you since you've been here. I don't care if I see you now.
Can I say something to Melody? I also think there's another part of the conversation that we don't talk about. Within Africans, I feel like a lot of the youth and some of the older generation, well, not the older generation, but the youth have been huge advocates within their household for Black Americans. And I don't think that's been discussed a lot because I've had plethora of conversations, and even to the point that my dad has, supported plethora of Black owned businesses. Like he will hire only like Black Americans. That's the only thing he hires, right? So within our own communities, the youth have advocated, like from what I've seen, like they've advocated for Black Americans within our own household, and I've known that because I've had many friends that have fallen out over friendships or family members if they don't support Black Americans. Now, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but even within our own household, there is a lot of active conversation about supporting and respecting Black Americans. Respect is
I don't
critical.
see any of it, ma'am. I'm being
And
honest.
of course you won't see it because you're not within these like conversations or these spaces, and I know as of current you may not feel that way, and that's totally fine, but I do want you to like let you know that there is conversations about respecting Black Americans. Even my father, even my siblings, they are very, when it comes to Black Americans, they're very educated and very respectful towards Black Americans.
Okay, I just want to say this before I drop. Sorry,
Okay.
host, I gotta say this because she probably know who the person is. I think it was like y'all prime minister or something last year, and y'all all went to his congregation, and he was talking to you guys, and he told y'all don't listen to Black American people, ignore them. They don't know who their father is. Now this is a big time Somalian man. He came on our soil, and he had all of y'all in some type of church or wherever y'all go out there in Minnesota, and he said, "Don't listen to Black Americans. They don't know who they fathers is. They ain't nothing but gangbangers, baby mamas." I mean, he just totally disrespected us, and the whole congregation started clapping. I've seen that with
But
my
he's
own
not talking
eyes.
about all black Americans. He's talking about the ones from the hood.
Excuse me, sir. I'm talking to Flower before I leave.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that with my own eyes, ma'am. And I never
Yeah.
seen a Black American went to church or a Black pastor say, "Don't mess with those Somalians. They dirty." You know, I never seen that from nobody on my side. I seen that from a head guy from Somalia. This man is big time.
Yeah, I will say that that guy is disgraceful, whatever he has said. I personally am not Somali, but I condemn that behavior. That is not
Okay.
appropriate, regardless if they're, from the quote unquote ghetto or from certain areas. That doesn't allow you or permit you to talk about people in such ill manner.
All right, so I'm getting ready to go. But another thing, like I said, a lot of y'all do crime and y'all blaming Black Americans. I'm tired of Black Americans getting blamed for all types of dark nation crimes, and they always say black, black, black. I land my
Yeah,
plane.
Yes,
that's
but us
understandable.
Somalis are
Thank
only
you,
1% of
Melody.
Minnesota. Our
Thank you for
population is
having
very low.
me.
Like we didn't even reach 1 million. We're
No,
only
no, no,
about
no,
like
no, no,
we're
no,
at
no, no, no,
500,000.
no, 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 no. I seen a clip where one of our sisters went to one of y'all daycares to sign her daughter up, and you guys outright just showed her the door. So please don't come up here talking about y'all had solidarity or you wanted solidarity
Which
with
city
us.
was this?
And that
Seattle,
was just
Ohio,
one.
Minneapolis. Which city?
That was just one, but I'm pretty sure there were hundreds.
Hold up.
So
Which city,
please
man?
don't come up here in Minnesota. She was in Minnesota and she bought her daughter. She's thinking it's a Black daycare. She's probably thinking like, oh, they're like, Poor thing, man. She brought her daughter there to get signed up for one of you guys' daycares, and you guys showed her the door. The women showed her the door.
Oh,
And
that's
you know what?
unacceptable
I'm
behavior.
glad. That was a
They
blessing
gotta
in
get sued.
disguise.
They gotta
I'm
get sued. They
glad.
gotta get shut down. That's unacceptable behavior. She's not allowed to
Blessing in
discriminate.
disguise. She is the Most High truly loves her. That
May
was a
may I
blessing in disguise.
may I address the professor?
Go ahead.
Professor, do you know how you get your are you aware how you guys get your communities in our country? Are
I
you aware
mean,
of that?
yeah, the government they moved us to
Okay,
certain states like
let me
Ohio and
break it down.
Minnesota.
Let me break it down. Let me break down how it goes. When you first get here, like Melody said, my sister said, you guys get your refugee package. Now, how you're able to take over the communities, I know you're aware of the Section 8 program. What they do, in order to get those houses on Section 8 for you guys, they double what what is allotted to the average BOK family. They double it to landlords. That's what's going on. And what that does is the BOK homeowners that's in that area, it lowers their property value. Do you understand? And any other black person that wants to meet or come there and live, they're going to pay higher rent because our government pays higher for you to be in our community. That's how you guys take over communities. See, where you can hang your flag. But prior to that, they put you in our community, not YT's community. And that's what they use to get us out. Do you understand?
Yes, that's unfortunate. So they want to use immigrants against Black Americans,
Okay, thank you. You have said it.
and that's sad
So,
because I'm not against African Americans. I don't know why the government is doing that.
so
Call
it's
us
nothing.
Africans.
But time out. But I guess my issue is that okay? We can say like yes, the government is the one reason really doing this, but isn't it y'all the one that's making the decision to come here
That
as
is,
opposed to building your own country
we
to
actually
what's
do
the
both.
lifestyle that you want to enjoy?
That is correct. We do
And
want
then,
a better
and then
life.
the other thing I say to that is that it's not like disrespectful for us to say build your own country. Like no black person is really going to be like on the level if Africa isn't strong. Like we don't need Africans running from Africa. We need Africans rebuilding Africa.
That's true. That's correct. That's what we're doing. So right now I'm in my early 20s. I'm 24 years old. I'm gonna establish myself in my 20s. Once I get to my 30s, I'm gonna start businesses back home. So I'm gonna use my 20s to establish myself, save money, and then when I get to my early 30s, like 31, 32, I'm gonna invest back home. And I'm also gonna tell African Americans to invest back home as well, so they can also
Stop
earn some
calling us
profit as well.
Africans. Respect that.
Okay, FBAs. That's an appropriate term, right?
We're home. We're investing in our home. We're not Africans. We're not investing there. That's your job. You're the African.
I mean, we're all at the end of the day, our ancestors were all African, West African, South
Sir,
African.
But
Absolutely
time
not.
out. See,
Be
professor, be
respectful.
honest. Be honest. Do
Because
you think that it's Black Americans' responsibility to go back and build Africa, or Africans' responsibility to go back and build?
both. I would say it's both. We
So
can work as a team.
why would Black Americans go back and rebuild Africa? Why would we do that? What incentives do we get?
I mean, first, money. You can profit off it. You can, there's a lot of fertile land. You get certain tax benefits since you're from America. And the second reason is you can help your children. You can learn a lot about our culture. You can raise your families there if you want to. It's up to y'all. But there's
I
so
have an
many
issue
things you
with
can
that.
do.
Professor, I'm trying to be very, very respectful. Understand what you're saying and understand what you're doing. You said, I'm going to come here and I'm going to make all the money and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to build. Do you understand? Number one, you come here, comes to this country. Prior to in the 60s, we were fighting for higher wages.
You guys come here and you're only really allowed to come here so that what you can do is push us off what we were doing. You will do the same work that we're doing for less and then call us lazy. I feel like every penny that's taken out of my country
Propaganda. African
needs
Americans
to
are
Time
not
be.
lazy.
out. Time out. Can you
Listen,
not interrupt
I
her and
f-
let her finish
I
and then you
feel
can
like
respond?
nah, it's not. Are you not sending money back to where are you to Somalia?
Yeah, East Africa, yep, Somalia.
Okay. Are you putting any of this money or the same amount of money in this community in the in America? Are you?
Both, yes. America is benefiting and Somalia is benefiting.
How is America benefiting?
They get, and my income is taxed, and if I start a business, the
So is
revenue and everything
ours.
is taxed.
Now let's talk about the tax system.
I'm so tired of
Let's
y'all
talk
bringing up the
about that.
tax system.
No,
Cause how much?
do you
Cause
not
y'all
know
pay
we are?
taxes, but how much do y'all think y'all cost America? Like y'all pay taxes, but how much do y'all think y'all cost per year?
Less than 100 mil.
And how
Oh
much
my
do you
God,
think
with
Somali
87% of
alone?
y'all on welfare? No, you cost us more than that, sir.
Mm. It's a
Oh,
it's
I ain't
a
put no off
it's a
on.
is that nation in the Middle East that siphons all the money away from America. They get
No,
3 billion
don't move
every
the
single year.
goalposts. Don't move the goalposts, sir. We
I'm
talking
being
about
honest, and
Somali.
they don't have to pay it
No,
back.
but
They get free healthcare too.
we not talking. We not talking about that because I would rather prefer to speak to that with an American. We talking about your ass, sir. We talking about you. You say y'all pay taxes, and my question is, individually Somalians, how much they cost America and how much they paying into taxes?
We provide the. I'm from Minnesota, by the way. I'm from the Midwest, so
Ooh,
we get
ooh.
100 million in tax revenue. Hold on, we get 100 million tax revenue, and then we give back to the state more than 500
How
500
much do
million
you
in
steal?
surplus.
How much do
They
you
don't
steal
steal. That's
compared to
propaganda. We
how
don't
much
steal.
do you steal compared to what you pay in?
We don't
How
steal,
much
man.
is just stealing compared to what you pay in?
Man, we don't steal. We make legal money, clean money. We don't steal. There's a few bad. I'm not gonna lie. There's a few bad apples that do commit fraud, but majority of us we make legal money and we're hard workers.
And those few are stealing billions of dollars.
And they deserve to go to jail. They're in prison. They're locked up.
They already stole it. So then they go to prison and we take care of them from there. Okay, I get it.
And then
I
we gotta
want,
pay for them in prison.
thank you, thank you.
God
Do you
damn.
understand? And the thing
Damn.
about it is, it's the blatant disrespect, you know? And then you have the right to what? Justify it. I want every one of you, every citizen or not, to go to your own country.
But I don't
We've given
understand
you
what's the problem.
we've
We
given
we
you
help we benefit the
stop
black
being
community.
stupid. You don't think we
Yes, we
had our
do.
own thriving communities? You don't think we had our own banking systems?
You did, but the CIA infiltrated that. I understand.
And we
I trust people.
rebuilt, mister. And we rebuilt over and over and over again. We're not fleers.
Correct.
You people are in our way.
It's no, it's
Mainly
not
you
us.
Somalians.
It's a
You're in
Zionist. It's not
you're
the
in our
Somali.
way. No, you are in our way. You come here and you're on
So
our
time out. He
system.
said that the Somali.
But anyways, it was good talking to y'all. Have a nice day.